fans, welcome back to another episode of Horror 365. I am your host, no mouthpiece and no dicks, Jimmy J, alongside today, the anesthesiologist, Swift Mouse. And right below is the man you got enough under the floorboard, funny man, is John. And right, returning to his, I guess it's his right, my underneath, I don't know how you're viewing this right now, but you say his name 5 times, and he appears. Killer B, Killer B, Killer B, Killer B, Killer B from the Killer Point of View Network. What's going on, fellas? Welcome back. Horror 365.
What's
How's
up,
it
man?
going?
That intro made me feel like I had to do it all for the nookie. I'm not gonna lie.
We can take anyway. We got it. Throwing it back, Limp Bizkit style. I'm excited to have this panel here today of these guys here, Swift, Killer B, John, and we have a huge episode today, and we're trying to do this a little bit more as far as like breaking it down hour by hour. First hour one, Tom Herrmann is going to be joining us from Astoria Horror Club, Zero Vision Cinema. That's going to be John popping in momentarily. And then hour number 2, we're talking to Loren Lepre about his new film release, Camera X, which will be getting into everything Loren, his world, Average Superstar TV. But right now, I want to go to the chat, as always, to see what's shaking and baking up in that chat right here, what we got going on. We got Loren, 2315, Finger Red number 1. Is that it? I don't even know. It's a code.
Oh, shit. What's up?
He's
Finger Red number 1. Finger number 1. Oh, we got Anthony Polito. How you doing? What's up?
What's up, Bant? Gabby? What's going on?
Gabby, what's happening?
Chris Styles.
Oh, we got the man, the punk, the pop culture punk himself, Chris Styles. What's up?
Dre's Rock in the building.
Just Rock, what's up? What's going on?
You're fantastico. There we go.
Hey, señor, ¿qué pasa?
What's up? I think I can say this in Spanish. A little Dominican right here, Jimmy J. Que lo que, manito?
Que lo que?
I'm getting better, man. Dave from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx.
Oh, we got the Bronx and we got the BX in the house. How they used to do back in the day, Jimmy, they do this.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
the BX.
Oh, man, right.
We got the BX from the X side of things. We're getting some rings. Anything I want to get, bada bing.
We got Terror Squad in the building. All right. What's going on?
I'm liking all
Hey,
the
what's
clap.
up?
It's like a live audience clap.
Yo, for real.
Yeah,
I'm
it really is. We got Yaya in the house. Yaya, what's up? Yaya, thanks also. I want to shout out Yaya.
Yeah.
I want to shout Yaya out. And I want to shout out Nemo. You know, Nemo's in the chat all the time. I want to shout out Yaya and Nemo. And I also want to shout out Vani because they accompanied me the other night to go see the Regal Cinema to go see the Monday Night Mystery Movie Horror Edition. And the movie that we saw was Luc Besson's Dracula. In some markets, it's called Dracula: A Love Tale. But we went to see that. We went to the movie. We didn't know what the movie was going to be. We got in there. We're sitting down. Movie starts off. You know, it has the Middle Ages time looking thing, battle, war, everything like that. You got some credits rolling. The whole time, the title of the movie never popped up on the screen. So we had to say, oh, this is Dracula. Like at a certain point, we're like, okay, this is Dracula. But it was dope. The movie was dope. I had a lot of fun with it. It started off, like that, like the Middle Ages types of films, everything like that. Dracula. It started off like those. It was the war times, the times of Vlad Tepes, So it was dope, man. Thank you guys so much for joining me the other night for the Monday Mystery Movie. And anybody who did not go to the Monday Mystery Movie, keep your eyes open because Regal Cinemas has they have a program called the Monday Mystery Movie. And AMC also has it. They call it Screen Unseen. Now, what it is you buy a ticket. It's a movie. You don't know what the movie is. You buy a ticket. You go out to the movie theater.
You're going in there blind.
You're going in there completely blind. All you know is it's a movie that hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
And you're paying Regals, you're paying $5. AMC used to be $7, but I think they went up to $10 depending on the market. But yeah, but they do tell you
Yeah.
it's gonna be whatever rating it's gonna be. They tell you how long the movie is, and they tell you it's gonna be a horror movie or not. So they do tell you that much. So when we know it's horror movies, we go right there, man. And it's a wonderful program. And you get a chance to see something before everybody else sees it, before everything gets hey, the long way.
Well,
Thank
wait,
you. What's up, Mike?
Mike,
And it's
this,
a good program to see movies, man.
we're early.
Awesome.
We're early, man. This is 7:06 is early. We're usually 7:15, 7:20. But hey, waiting for something great. Continue, Swift, what you were saying about that movie.
Yeah, it's just a good program. It's a good program to see movies on the cheap, to see them in advance on the cheap. And it's a nice little surprise. So, check them out. Check out Regal Cinemas. Check out AMC. Stay on top of them because there's another one coming up this Monday, but it's not a horror movie. But we do know it's like 2 hours or something. I don't know what it is, but it's a nice little program. You come up because you save money on the tickets, and you're seeing something before the rest of the audience sees it. So check those programs out if you're near an AMC and near a Regal Cinema.
$5 can't go wrong. Michelle, shout out to Michelle.
Michelle, how's everything?
Miss
Oh
Tommy
man,
Bomb.
wow, Mr. Atomic Bomb is in the house. What's up? Wow,
We gotta
back out, standing room only tonight.
that's it. Captain.
Hey,
McKay.
Captain McKay, how you doing?
Greg.
We got Greg Brewer. Greg, how you doing?
He has that cauldron over there in the chat. He's brewing it up, baby. That's right.
Also, guys, I want to hey, Mama Swift, how you doing, ma?
What's up, ma?
How's everything? Seeing Greg Brewer's name reminded me of something. I want to take this time to give some bad news. Everybody in the chat, there was somebody that used to be in the chat called Cinephile World Order. His name was Sean, and he unfortunately passed last week. He was actually in our chat last week. He's like, guys, I got to get out the chat. I'll come back. I think it was that day or the next day he wound up passing. So I just want to say, Sean, man, appreciate you. Rest in peace, man, and be good up there. Entertain them up there. You're gonna be missed. I look forward to doing some stuff for you this year. But thank you for everything. Thank you for your support all the time, and you're in our memories and our hearts. You're always with us.
Yeah, man. My condolences, deepest condolences, go out to his friends and family. Terrible news. I mean, and this is why I say, you just never know. You get up in the morning, you got to count your blessings, not your problems. And we got to live because we're living today. We get up, and you never know when we're in that ring. We're in that ring every day. We're fighting. We're life, and we never know when it's going to be our final round, man. So it really, when seeing something like that, it just puts everything into perspective one more time. Seeing like somebody that was just in the chat now is not with us, unfortunately. And again, my heart goes out to him and his family, his friends, and everybody, man. So rest easy, Sean, Mr. McGuire. That's terrible news. I hate to hear shit like that, but unfortunately, guys, it's a part of life, and it sucks. This is why what we try to do here every single week, we want to give you a good time every time you're here on Horror 365 to get away from whatever the hell is going on in the world today, in your world that can be overwhelming and stressful, and just talk about something different, something that, is entertaining, something that gives us joy, and that's horror. And here we go, baby. And we got quite a few people up in the chat right now. I wanted to get to real
everybody for joining us. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you don't mind, and share it out to all your friends. Let them know what we do over here every Wednesday night, and let them know to look out for Under the Floorboards and to look out for the Killer Point of View, because we're all part of the Fear Circuit, and the Fear Circuit is going to be doing big things in 2026 and beyond. We got a lot of things in store. Killer B, you want to talk a little bit about the Fear Circuit?
Yes.
And what it is?
Yeah. The Fear Circuit is a group of very talented content creators in the horror community. Everybody on here is a part of the Fear Circuit. I've been working on some things. My brain never turns off. So even through some troubles I had. I've been working on some things that we can all do and be a part of. So, yeah, it's a great group of people.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Now, listen, go ahead, Swift. What were you saying?
No, we decided, it was Killer B's idea. Listen, why don't we all get together and work together and try to bring positivity and dopeness to this community? And that's what we're trying to do in 2026. We're gonna be doing it. We're gonna be working together. We're gonna be doing some dope stuff. Hard 365 has our stuff going on, but we're also fully committed with the Fear Circuit. And there's a lot of members of the Fear Circuit, and the Fear Circuit members are going to be coming on all year. There's going to be Fear Circuit. We're going to try to do some Fear Circuit family streams, maybe quarterly or whatever the case may be. We're going to try to do something. It's going to be real dope, man. We got to. So yeah, it's a bunch of amazingly talented content creators, and I love being down with the Fear Circuit, man. It's a wonderful idea, and together we're gonna do big things for the community.
100%. I'm excited about it, Swift. We got some things coming up. I know Killer B, we're going to be talking about John as well, talking about some of that content we're going to be putting together in the future for everybody right here, connecting those circuits based on our passion, our love for horror here. Right now, without further ado, I just seen them pop up in here, up in the waiting room with Tom and Mary. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Here
How
we
you
go.
doing?
Oh,
Tom
man.
and Mayor, we have the Astoria Horror Club in the house.
We're not worthy. We're not
What's
worthy.
up? Welcome.
Thank you.
How you guys doing?
Oh, man. Better now that you guys
We're
are
doing
here.
wonderful.
I love to hear it.
No, I love that shirt, man. Halloween. Let me see that. Halloween.
Yeah,
Oh, dope. Look at that.
Yeah.
she's
Love
got
it.
Bride of Frankenstein on. It's
Yeah.
not a little
We're
harder to
trying
catch.
to rep.
Oh, badass shirt. Love it. Oh, man.
There you go.
They
Thank you,
look
guys.
For everyone who doesn't know. Oh yeah, go ahead, John.
I was just saying they both look like they're incredible shirts in black light.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. For everybody watching, everybody who doesn't know, the Astoria Horror Club, they are an organization that throw events in Astoria, in New York City, Astoria, Queens, and they do a bunch of amazing events. I attended one of the events. I attended one of their brunch events, which is it's a brunch horror movie marathon, and it's sick. It's a lot of fun, and I went there and I was blown away. And I said, "Oh man, we got to get you guys. We got to make you guys talk about everything you guys are doing." So thank you so much for joining us and taking time out. It's been a long time. Every one of you guys to come on. Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thanks for having us. This is great.
I want to know more about
absolutely.
I want to know now. Listen, hold on a second, Tom. Do we have to open the books? Do we have to take an oath to become like a member of this club?
No. Astoria Horror Club's open to anyone. All you gotta do is show up. And we have a lot of different kinds of events. If I talk to someone and they're like, "Oh, I don't really like horror movies that much," I'm like, "We got something for you." We show like the whole spectrum of horror movies. We're not just showing one kind. It's a little bit of everything.
A little bit schlocky, a little bit serious.
Yeah,
just kind of the
prestige stuff.
spectrum,
Yeah.
a little bit like prestige, a little bit, I don't know, just all kinds of different vibes. It's really about getting community together to really focus on the films, talk, meet your neighbors. And kind of just hang out with a bunch of other horror weirdos.
And all the stuff we do for Astoria Horror Club is free. We actually recently just started Zero Vision Cinema to do some paid stuff, interesting things where we have sometimes we'll have the cast and crew of a movie come on. Sometimes we'll do a Q&A with like a filmmaker and we'll have them come curate a movie. We'll show a short that they have made. And then we do a Q&A, watch a movie that they love after, maybe something that they were inspired by. And sometimes we just show great movies. It's so much fun, and we feel really lucky to be a part of the community. And Mary actually just started the book club portion of it.
Yes, now we have a horror club going on.
Yeah, it's great.
Talk to us about the book club.
Yeah, so we're reading one book a month, trying to keep it low key so people can actually read it.
Well, I mean, if you have Dr. Seuss, that's my extent. I think I'm up to goosebumps right now, but no, I'll continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just read My Heart is a Chainsaw recently by Stephen Graham Jones, and that was a controversial pick, but I really enjoyed it. And now we are reading a book called Ring Shout, which is sort of I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's a reimagining of like 1920s, the KKK are literal monsters from hell, and there's a resistance group fighting to put them back. So, yeah.
It sounds like a graphic novel.
I feel like
it would be a movie I'd watch. I'm not much of a reader.
I feel like
I'm waiting for the adaptation.
Yeah, after Sinners came out, I feel like Michael B. Jordan's ready. You know, he's wants to make an appearance.
And this will have 2 Tommy guns.
Oh, man. I don't know why I just envisioned Mike P. Nelson's Silent Night, Deadly Night in that room. I don't know why. Oh my goodness. So anyone can be a member of the club. There's no. This is just you're in.
Yeah.
Well, we do have some rules when people attend our events that we like to go over every time. There's 3 rules.
Very easy to follow.
Is it Randy's rules?
I think it started that way. Like we started club like 5 years ago. I think the first movie we showed was Scream, and I think when I started the rules, I was like, I should do it the style of Scream, but it just kind of stuck. And it's to be a good guest at whatever bar we're at. So buy drinks, give it up for the staff, be sure to tip. Be a good neighbor to those around you. Like don't talk too much to the movie. If you have something funny to say, make sure it's actually kind of funny. And also the social club. Stay after the movie, hang out, talk to some people. Like we really are like all of this, whether it's free or paid or anything, like everything we do has an undertone of like, this is mostly so we can hang out with new people. I hope you decide to hang out with new people, because watching movies in a group is a community experience. It's like one of the few community art experiences where you get to like take something in together and like get scared or laugh, do something as a group with people you might not know. And like, I don't know, movie theaters are, I don't want to say going away, but it's not what it used to be in terms of crowds coming out, movies coming out that are interesting and different. It's important to get people together and to do these things together and to build community through this kind of stuff, especially as movie lovers and horror lovers.
Dude, I love what you guys are doing, because you're bringing it. No, really, man, because like you're right when you talk about the art, like just going to the movie, just that it's an event. Like we talk about all the time, video stores. These are things that are just slowly fading away, I feel like. And now, you're bringing people out, you're bringing people together. Horror brings us together. And it's just now we can have that interaction, that personal experience. Because a lot of times, you see it, everybody's on the phone. They're down here, they're at the dinner table on the phone. I'm like, hey, I'm right here. Talk to me. Like something what you guys are doing is amazing, not only for the horror community, but for just human beings in general. Get out there and just communicate. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel we've
gotten so lucky with people who come out. They're all very like kind. They're all very interested in like meeting people. Like it's such a cool vibe. Like the horror community is like the best community. Everyone's so nice and wants to just chat and nerd out. We even have like a band that started. Like they like started a band because they were coming to our events, became friends. They're known as the Sleepboys from Sleepaway Camp. It's like it's great. Yeah,
they're great.
We got to get them on. We got definitely get them for an event.
I'll let them know that you're interested.
They're fun,
they might be very interested in that. They're great. There's a few horror club bands, but they're the only one that started at horror club. Like they only know each other because of horror club. We're very proud of them. We booked them for their first show too, because we book live music sometimes too. At one of our venues, Single Cut, is a great space for a movie, but it also has a live music setup. So not all the time, but we've done it one time so far. We plan on doing it again. Just booking live music with people from around the neighborhood, and we'll make montages of different horror scenes to play behind them. And I'll let them like decide like, oh, do you want it to be like slashers or zombie movies or surreal shit? Like what kind of vibe do you want behind you while you play? One of the bands actually made their own reel. They're like, can you just play this? And they made like a really crazy in-depth montage that they timed their music to.
They wanted to time it. Yeah, they were like timing it to scenes. They were really committed.
Oh, that's amazing.
A true artist.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was very impressed.
When is the next event for Astoria Horror Club?
So we're doing an event this Sunday. It will be over in time for you to go see the Super Bowl. If you're watching at home, we're going to be doing horror brunch again from 1 to 6 p.m. at Shillelagh Tavern in Astoria. Horror brunch is BYO brunch. They do not have a kitchen, but you can bring food, and we'll have coffee there. We'll have like cereal for everyone to enjoy, and sometimes people will like bake things. Highly encouraged if you like baking, bake cookies or something for everybody. And all we do is we find the shittiest movies we can find in the horror genre that fit like a sort of theme. So we have all romance movies, and we have like Zombie Honeymoon. What else do we have on the list? We have some like really May, like just really not shitty's a broad term. I don't mean necessarily all bad, but crazy. Like it needs to be a really wild movie. That was the event Swift went to. What did you think of what we watched there?
That was the December. That was a December event, and that bunch was amazing. Listen, the movies were nuts. I was like, oh, my mind was blown. But then that was the first time I ever watched Silent Night, Deadly Night. Was that 5?
5
with Mickey Rooney. Yeah, that was the first time I saw that.
Yeah,
and I was into it. I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. I said, Mickey Rooney's in a horror movie. I think he must have heard it. And I watched it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I watched it. I'm like, oh, this movie is actually enjoyable. Like I actually had a good time, and I had a good time with all of you guys. You know, it was a lot of fun, man. I enjoyed it. I can't wait. I can't wait for this week. I'm gonna come out for a little bit. You know, we got the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna come out early.
Anyone in the chat, if you're around Astoria, I mean, we have people coming in from Manhattan. Someone comes from Staten Island, which, like, if you're on Staten Island, you don't have to.
Oh my God! If you
like, if you want it, you can. Like,
we've had people come from Connecticut to come to book club. I didn't.
That's crazy.
I just thought I was going to meet my neighbors. You know,
from Connecticut.
I would love to shout out really quick Brooklyn Horror Society. If you're hearing about this and you're like, oh man, like Astoria is so far, like I get it. The folks at Brooklyn Horror Society are awesome. They do really cool stuff in downtown Brooklyn. I think it's like the Crown Heights area, just south of Atlantic Avenue at Lucky 13 Saloon.
Over there, yeah.
We're not affiliated with them.
Over there on 2nd Street.
Oh, they're on 2nd Street?
Yeah, on 2nd Street over there.
Oh, yeah, they're great. I just want to make, like, we're not affiliated with them directly, but I go to their stuff sometimes. They come to ours sometimes. They started up because they liked what we were doing. They're awesome. Yeah. Highly recommend if you're in the Brooklyn area, you check out Brooklyn Horror Society.
Yeah,
no, listen, I would be going to more of their stuff, but their stuff is Wednesday nights. So, you know, we're here, you know, so we can't make it out to everything that they do, but, you know.
You're going to give me hell for this, man. He was like, Jimmy, you know, we got to change. Maybe we should do Tuesday nights. I said, well, everybody knows it from Wednesday. You're never going to let me live this down because I know you've been trying to get out.
And we do stuff on Wednesdays too sometimes.
Oh, my God. We're going to have to change Tuesday.
We shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and
Sundays, we're busy.
We're
busy.
Yeah,
we do way too much.
We'll do a lot.
We do
never enough. Come on, it's never enough, man. I'm out now. I've lived out here. It was going on the 50 or almost 5 years out here in Pennsylvania. I was born and raised in New York. Lived in Brooklyn. Lived all over the place. The fact that you said somebody came from Staten Island. Okay,
it's
I never lived down the island now.
They took a boat.
Yeah. They took a boat to get there, man. I mean, that's
incredible. And a boat and a train. I don't know. It was like all the boats.
Many forms of transportation.
Unbelievable, because when I was in New York, I didn't even want to go see my mother in Staten Island, and I was in New York. It's like, you know, it's a whole other world, but that's incredible.
Yeah.
That speaks on what you guys are doing, you know, over here. So
absolutely.
Is there a set schedule for when you guys are having meetups at the club, or is it? So
it's like select Mondays. Usually we do 3 Mondays a month. We'll do a free movie at a bar called Heart of Gold. Anyone that wants to come to those, it's the lowest barrier for entry. Show up. It's great. It's a really cool vibe. Horror brunch is very rare. We do it like, you know, every couple of months we'll put one together. And Zero Vision Cinema stuff, we do usually 3 a month as well at different venues around Astoria. Focal Point down in Long Island City, actually, and Single Cup Beersmiths up in the Upper Ditmars area. They're both really great locations, by the way. And if you're a beer drinker, they both brew their own stuff, and it's very good.
So talk to us about the Zero Vision Cinema and what that's about and what you guys are trying to do.
Sure. Yeah, Zero Vision was it's been a thing that I've been working with like since college. So fun fact about me, I am legally blind. And I am a big movie lover, as you all know. So when I was writing and I was, you know, creating a blog for a class that I had to do, I decided to write about film, and I called it Zero Vision Cinema, and the name stuck over time. I brought it back when I wanted to do a different series of events outside of Astoria Horror Club. It has horror to it, but I didn't want to only do horror in this space. What I was describing earlier, where we might have creatives come in to do Q&As or to show their movies. I really wanted it to be a space for like any kind of genre movies, any kind of like niche films, foreign films just weird stuff in general. And sometimes movies I just like, like next month, because the new Mario Brothers sequel is coming out, we're showing that weird ass 90s Mario Brothers movie with Bob Hoskins.
Dude, John Leguizamo.
Yeah, like it's anything. It's like whatever weird shit we want to watch. It's fun.
They did Yoshi so dirty in that movie.
They did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
And we showed
They did everybody dirty that movie.
No,
Yeah,
true.
for real.
Mario is Mario, and Leguizamo. I mean, come on, man. The only thing I hear, Daisy. I mean, come on. I love that. And it took place. You see Brooklyn in there, man. It was amazing.
Yeah, and we did J Horror January last month, so we do a bunch of horror stuff. We've had I don't know if you've ever heard of the movie Bloody Axe Wound or Uncle Peckerhead. They're like underground.
Absolutely. Came out last year. Yeah.
Had Matthew Lawrence out for a Q&A with the whole cast of Bloody Axe Wound. It was fantastic. We're actually doing the 5th anniversary show of Uncle Peckerhead in New York, if anyone's interested. That movie's phenomenal. The title is funny, but like, man, it's gory as hell and has like the sentimental value of a 90s family sitcom, like a Boy Meets World or something. Like, it's just like a good nature, but like heads are being ripped off. It's so weird.
That one's at Focal Point,
Yes.
and there's also a music element to it.
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be live music. We're putting a whole show together with them for the 5th anniversary of that movie.
That's absolutely incredible, man. So yeah, you guys have a lot going on. I want to get out there as often as I can, and I'm not too far, but not like right on the edge of Pennsylvania, Jersey. So it's like, it's not too bad. Swift, we gotta round up the troops.
Come on out.
Yeah, man, we gotta go out. There's a lot of people up in the chat talking about this as well. I think I see Michael. Michael said that he's in Queens. Oh no, he's in Brooklyn. Yeah, and
come on
there.
Come on out.
Let's see. What do we got? I think it was another. Oh, come on, Mikey. Staten Island is second worst, only to Jersey.
But the dedication to leave and come all the way up here, that's crazy.
Rob, no, I'm not from Pennsylvania, Rob. I'm from New York. I moved out to Pennsylvania. Okay. But anyway, poor Yoshi. Yes. After Unique.
What's up, Rob?
Yeah.
How you doing, Unique? Thanks for coming in tonight.
This is like, and I'm thinking about it, like, so you guys, with the events that you're throwing, I mean, I could see something even massive. Now, the space that you're using, this is you rent out the space, or is it, it's your property? I'm just curious.
I wish we had our own space, but we work with existing bars and venues. That way we can come in and turn like these huge breweries down in what used to be industrial areas down in like Long Island City or Northern Queens. Like, they build these big breweries out with huge tap rooms, and we bring projectors and screens, or sometimes they have their own setups already, or we work with them to sort of like build them out. And yeah, they make great pop-up theaters. Like, when Matthew Lawrence from man, why am I blanking? From Bloody Axe Wound and Uncle Peckerhead, like, the whole cast and crew is like, this space is awesome. And I was really worried that they were gonna be like, oh, it's not a theater. Because it's not. It's a room that we've turned into one. But they loved the energy of it, like the sort of DIY aspect of it. I mean, Swift could tell you, like, we're in the back room at a bar where like bands usually play, but we pop a screen in there, we bring a projector, we hook up to their sound system, and it's great. It's a really fun time.
I would prefer that over a big event. It's more intimate. You're with everybody there. Like you said, you're going to make new friends in there. And it sounds like a really badass time. I mean, just thinking about the layers to it, man. You have a screening, or you have bands playing, or, you're doing all these things, and you're bringing, most importantly, you're bringing the community together for just an affordable. I mean, there's no admission. I'm assuming there's no, maybe some events have a mission. Right.
Yeah, Zero Vision events have a mission, but we try and keep it cheap. Like, that is a big point of pride to us, is like, the cover is always just $10, like, to come out, and it sort of supplies the money for like everything we do, and we license the movies and stuff like that. So we're funding anything we do at Zero Vision and anything we do at Club with the money we get from Zero Vision screenings. We also will, if we have people come in for Q&As and stuff, we'll like, usually we pay Matthew Lawrence and things like that.
That comes without saying. Yeah, you definitely got to take care of the town. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
And this is something that we do for, like, this is like a passion project. Like, we both have day jobs that are not unrelated, so this is just kind of what we do in a lot of free time.
We're both software engineers. This is just like the side gig. It's the best.
Oh, God bless you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because honestly, thinking about it, like it's amazing. I was telling Swift when he was telling me about this. I'm like, wow, how much? How can I get in the club? And I'm like, so I got to make it out. I definitely got to make it out. And you said the next one is when? Is it next week?
Yeah, Monday. Well, the horror brunch is Sunday.
Okay.
Then we have
regular. Brunch is free.
Yeah, horror brunch is free.
The brunch is free.
Brunch is free. You got to bring it.
Well,
food's not free.
We'll bring the cereal.
We'll bring cereal and coffee.
Okay.
But you can order your egg sandwiches. You could order a breakfast burrito, whatever you want. Bring it in.
You can get the bar to Irish up that coffee.
Yeah, the bar will Irish up your coffee. And then we have a regular horror club on Monday. We're watching Blade because we're doing a Black History Month series. We just did Blackula last Monday. And then on Wednesday, we have a Zero Vision Cinema big tone shift. For Valentine's Day, we're showing Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is a great indie movie from the mid 2000s. Fantastic. But definitely not in this space at all.
Yeah, definitely not horrible. Well, it's kind of horrible.
It is.
Yeah, but probably Jim Carrey's best movie.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, it really is a phenomenal film. The psychological thrillers of romantic comedies.
Yes.
I'm expecting to see a video with Blood Rain when you do that Blade screening. So like, there has to be. Like, we need some techno, some club music in there. We need people raving in there. I'll bring it. I'll come. I'll have to do the cleanup, but we'll.
And hey, people underestimate Blade. They forget that was the first successful Marvel movie ever.
100%.
It's crazy. 100%. Doesn't get the credit.
Yeah.
It's overshadowed.
Paved the way for X-Men. To get treated,
like
name a fucking you had Batman, Tim Burton's film, which I don't personally like, but like it really paved the way for so much of that dark, gritty comic book.
Christopher Nolan's Batman, like that wouldn't exist without Blade.
Spawn,
especially Spawn. That kind of stuff.
So much shit that came out of that,
No, the badass film. I want to see. I'm thinking right now. I'm sorry. I was thinking. So I'm looking here when I can actually make it down to see you guys out there, because I know Swift. Like I said, he's been talking about Jimmy. You got to come out. The Astoria Horror Club. He talks so highly of you guys and what you guys put together. And I was impressed. I was super impressed. And just hearing what you are putting on right now, what you're telling me, is just very impressed. And I give you guys a tremendous amount of credit, because I know, like you said, it's a hobby, but there's a lot that goes into this. And I know there is, because, people don't see that, especially when you're bringing in talent. You got to travel arrangements, hotels, all this other stuff behind the scenes that you have to deal with. So, I want to thank you. I have never been out to one of your shows, but I want to thank you just for doing what you're doing for the community and bringing people together, man. 100%. We're going to make it out. Sure, we're coming out. And they're opening the books. I'm going to take it over.
Yeah, we got to bring the whole team out, man. We do. We really got to come represent and have a great time. Because I'm telling you, I had a wonderful time.
Everyone's welcome.
Oh, yeah.
You guys especially, but I that's always, if you want to come out, come out. Like, we've done big block parties and stuff too. Like, we've really, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
I want to talk to you guys about that.
Inflatable screen. We set up during open screens, which has been kind of insane.
Yeah.
You guys put a block party together with?
Well, we worked with other organizers on that one though, but we are working on trying to figure out how to put one together for ourselves and make it like a proper Astoria Horror Club block party event. It would be so much fun. We have all the equipment for it.
Think about it. You shut it down. It looks like Manhattan on Halloween. You have a whole costume.
Oh, that sounds
a block party going. I mean, think about man. It's something.
We showed Halloween Town,
the
Disney movie, and had a bunch of families
movie.
Come out. Like, it was fun.
We can't show anything too explicit on the street. It's got to be
Terrifier.
We showed Poltergeist. That shit's PG. I don't make the rules. Like,
that shit is PG.
I mean, they didn't know what ratings were back then.
Yeah.
No, man. Come on, Mike.
Jimmy's going full fanboy.
I'm excited.
Pulls his own face off in that movie. And it's really PG.
There's actual dead bodies in that movie.
Yeah.
There's actual dead people.
Fact.
Listen,
Yeah.
I do as well. just have a giant screen outside. You know, you have some music, have a cosplay competition, do some raffles. We'll come. I mean, I'll come out there with the team. We'll help organize it if we have to. I know we need permits. I know this is something to think about summertime. Let's talk about it. Maybe we could put it together in collaboration or something.
That sounds great.
That'd be awesome. I mean, usually, summer's the best time to do that. And usually around Halloween, we'll do a different event, which is indoors, because you never know around October what the weather's gonna be. But we do a horror movie power hour.
Oh yeah.
So we have like a costume contest. The person who won was the jackal from like 13 Ghosts and committed to the bit with like the cage around the head. And was like drinking a beer through the cage. Yeah. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah. And last year, the person who won, I remember the from Saw, like the whole headgear.
Yeah,
from Saw 1.
People go all out, and their costumes are so cool.
Yeah, if anyone that's in the New York area, if you come to any of our things, if you can only come to one event in the whole year, come to our Halloween party at Focal Point. It's the weekend of Halloween every year. It's great. The costumes are nuts. And like Mary was saying, we do a horror movie power hour. So it's 61-minute clips from different horror movies. And you take a drink between each clip. You don't have to actually take a drink, but it's just part of the fun. Mostly just like lifting up a glass and cheersing and screaming. It's crazy.
Yeah, we start working on the power hour. Basically, every time we watch a horror movie, we're like thinking, is that a clip that we could use? Should we use that one? Is that one too long? And we get this list of clips. We have like a spreadsheet of clips.
We're married, so we'll just be like watching movies at home, like, oh, that's for the power hour, right?
Yeah.
Write that
down. Dude. Okay, I gotta ask you this question now. So both of you, do you have the same problem I got with the missus? The fact that we're sitting in front of the TV trying to figure out what we're watching because there's so many options nowadays. Is that like an issue? Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I think we started like putting together like a list, and that was helpful because then we can pick from the list that's smaller than the list of all the things in Everdom.
And we've been embracing physical media a lot more. So we try to grab like a disc off the shelf now. We're like, okay, let's go get a movie that we paid money to own. Let's watch that.
Yeah.
Yes, you have VHS player too now.
Oh yeah, we buy a VCR.
Yes,
VHS player.
I'm not that young.
I'm so proud of you guys. It's the truth, man. There's nothing like physical media, and you know what? That's what was great about it. Again, back in the day, you have to choose. It was so many options, but now you got to make a decision. And
smaller selection made it way better to choose something. Like there's just too many options now.
Man, my brain is fried sometimes. I'm at night, you get home, I'm sitting there, oh my God, we got Netflix. Oh, wait a minute, what about it? What's going on here? Tubi. And it's like,
and Shudder.
Shudder, yeah. It's out of hand. It's got it. So you're right. I have the same thing. Guys, everybody here, I know, don't lie to me, anybody else. You have a list too. I know you do. You got the list. And now it's to the point where even the list, I had to get an app. Tom, Mary, I had to get
an app. You got to have Letterboxd.
A wheel. I put it on. I'm like, all right, I can't decide. I just, so it's gotten crazy.
But the thing is this, these are wonderful problems to have as a horror fan.
It's true.
These are wonderful problems to have,
It's true. And because we have all these streaming apps, like Shudder produces their own movies, and some of those movies are awesome. Like Oddity is a Shudder original, and Oddity is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oddity is a dope flick. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also just like a bunch of great horror that's been coming out the past few years. I feel like the horror that's been, I don't know, we're just in like a horror renaissance right now. Like there's a lot of stuff going on, and like a lot of orgs dedicated to horror, a lot of things happening. The movies are really good, a lot of books being published. We even have like in New York City, we have the Twisted Spine, which is a horror bookstore.
Like,
I
heard about them.
Yeah, it's great.
Man, there's been so many things, so many locations now. I've been noticing in New York, like you said, Brooklyn Horror Society. And I noticed the Twisted Spine as well. I believe that is that in Williamsburg? Am I wrong on that? Or Greenpoint? Williamsburg, Greenpoint?
Yeah. Okay. It's like it's like that's Williamsburg.
Where's Williamsburg?
Yeah, and it's right.
Yeah.
It's right next to Night Owl Video, which is a physical media video store. So it's called like Analog Alley, because there's a board games shop next to it too, and it's all in one block. So it's like this one block has like all these physical media things and nicknamed Analog Alley, which is fun. Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. And the New York horror scene is booming because you got the Astoria Horror Club, you got the Brooklyn Horror Society, you got Twisted Spine, you have another place, another Queens club is the Sunnyside.
Sunnyside. Oh, Scream in Bushwick is also like we
Scream Scene. Yes,
promote them a lot. Like they're great.
Uncle Spooky does events sometimes.
Uncle Spooky
is also
Spooky's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I went to a Scream Scene event. American Werewolf in London. A few weeks back. Scream Scene. I went to that one. It was a lot of fun. All you guys are really. I love what you guys are doing for the community. You're doing things to bring the community together, to really give audiences a place, a sense of community. You know, like what you said. It's a social event. Going to watch a movie. Yeah, you can watch something at home, and it's fine. But there's nothing like watching a really good horror movie with an audience. It's a communal experience. I go back and think about some of the movies I saw as a kid. I was watching horror since I was 3 years old, right? And I remember going to the movies and you would hear the audiences. A lot of people get pissed off with, it wasn't quiet. But when there's a collective scream and one scary part of a film, it's nothing like it. Like it gives you goosebumps. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
Or one collective scream, like in unison. Everybody just screams. You hit the shrieking of women screaming, and there's nothing like it. So I miss that. So thank you guys so much, all of you guys, for doing all this and trying to bring this experience back.
And thanks to you and everyone who comes to the events, because if we were doing this and no one was showing up, like who cares? Like there's no club. It's because people keep coming out that makes it work. It is the best. And like you said, like the collective screams and stuff, like it is so much more fun when everyone screams or laughs together, or like when something stupid happens on screen and someone cracks a funny joke real fast. Like that's great. Like nothing's better than that.
I love the screams followed by the laughs, like the fear and then the relief and the joy. Like that's like the best.
I love we showed the one from 1963, like the original. And there was a part that there was a gasp in the room. And it's a slow burn, old style horror movie, and it's still got like a big reaction. That was awesome.
That was
so cool.
That was really satisfying. We showed it because in our book club we had read The Haunting of Hill House, and so we were watching some of those movies and kind of like parallel. So if you read, you could kind of get both, and if you didn't, you could still watch the movie.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing. Like saying, my question is like, what for you guys, as far as the club goes, is there a 10-year goal? Like, what's the ultimate goal for both of you?
I don't know. I mean, if we win the lottery tomorrow, we'd open a space for sure. You know what I mean? Like if money were no object, we'd have a space. We'd be, really bringing people together, keeping it cheap. But we'll have to see. I mean, ideally, I'd be happy if we were just still doing it in 10 years because it's so much fun. It brings us a lot of joy. You know what I mean? Like it's satisfying and fulfilling. We make a lot of friends.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who come regularly and they like meet other people and then they're all hanging out and they've got like text groups going and it's like these people meet who didn't know each other. Now you have like friends in the neighborhood. So I would like it to keep going. I would like to open a space, but it's a little expensive to do in New York City.
It's a little bit.
Just a tad bit.
New York, about it.
And like the thing that gets us is like, well, if we did it, maybe we could make it work if we did X, Y, and Z. But then it's like, well, we'd have to like do screenings every day and we'd have to charge more and we'd have to do all these things that would like take the community. The thing that we love the most is the community part. And like, if we can't keep that, we don't want to do it. So we want to try and, if we can figure that piece out, we'll be open in a space. But until then, we're just going to keep doing it the way we're doing it and having a good time and bringing people together.
Yeah, no,
and making people happy, making people happy.
So, I got a little segment here. I'm gonna give you're gonna be one of you are gonna be in a hot seat here. Tom, Mary, you got to pick. It's called the 2-minute drill. I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just your best response to this, and you got to answer them all in 2 minutes. If you do, I'll bring a nice treat or a dish to the next time I come out there. If you don't, I'm still bringing it. So either way, you're gonna win.
Can I put Tom in the hot seat?
Yeah, I knew she wasn't going to. I'll do it.
You're in it. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's take this timer right now. And you ready? 3, 2, 1. Favorite horror icon?
Michael Myers.
Favorite slasher?
Michael Myers.
Weapon of choice?
Machete.
To remake or not to remake?
Not to remake.
Dark alley in New York City. Who do you want to have your back?
Toxic Avenger.
Best horror personality.
Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street.
80s or 90s horror?
80s.
Favorite psychological horror movie?
Psychological horror movie. Jacob's Ladder.
Scariest horror movie you've seen?
Insidious.
Favorite horror movie quote?
Long live the new flesh.
Best horror voice?
Best horror voice. Donald Pleasance.
Universal monster of choice?
Yes.
Frankenstein.
Wes Craven or John Carpenter?
Wes Craven.
Favorite Halloween?
Favorite Halloween? Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh. 6.
Ooh. Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street?
Michael Myers. What was that?
Favorite Nightmare on Elm Street?
3.
Best horror movie score or theme?
Halloween.
What word would you add at the end of this quote? Welcome to prime time.
Bitch.
Most maniacal laugh award goes to?
Sorry, what was that?
Most maniacal laugh award goes to?
Freddy.
How would you? Oh, I'm not gonna answer that question. Ultimate Scream Queen.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Final girl of choice.
Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Horror movie crush.
Ooh. Rose McGowan and Scream.
Ooh. Horror junk food of choice. Horror movie junk food of choice.
Popcorn.
He did it with 4 seconds left.
All right. All right.
Come on,
also,
man.
Halloween was the answer to all those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going nuts. Tom. Come on, man.
Stop.
You got the chant going in the chat, man. No, that was great work. Honestly, you were the only one to finish that, Tom. The only one.
What?
Yeah, the only. I've done this for years now. Pre-recorded interviews on the lives. The only one to finish it. So, yeah, that deserves something more than just
do repeats cut against my time? Like, is it a penalty that I said Nancy twice? Like, I just had these things going.
Listen, that's
You'd still just be at 0. You were already at 4. You had plenty of leeway.
That's fair. I love Halloween 6, by the way. I just want to bring that up. That movie's a disaster.
Which version?
Producer's cut or theatrical?
Yes, that's the question.
I think look, they're both really bad, and that's like why I love them so much. Is like that they're fucking crazy, and they're crazy in such different ways. I think if I'm like watching a movie with people, I'm choosing the theatrical cut because it moves a little faster. But I think the producer's cut is better.
Halloween 6.
It won't all run. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
I find it fascinating. Like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get to like a cult controls Michael Myers? And like, it's just so weird. Like, I can't imagine how this happened.
Loren just takes that baby.
He does. He takes
that baby.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Snatcher. I mean, no, for real though. Like, this is the darkest of the franchise.
It has some really cool, like, it's not phoned in. Like, there's some actually very good visuals in it. Like, there's parts of it that I think are kind of great. And there's a bunch of shit that I think is absolutely insane. I mean, and that's what I love about Sleepaway Camp. Like, I love a movie that's just like, it boggles my mind because it's sort of great and really terrible at the same time. It just does everything. So Silent and Deadly Night, the first one's like that. Like, it's just crazy.
So at Halloween 6, what's your favorite part of that film?
I love the opening because I saw that movie when Halloween H2O was coming out, and I had seen the first Halloween, and my mom went to rent Halloween 2 and came back with Halloween 6, which is not Halloween 2. For those that don't know, it's like indecipherable, like what could have happened between those two movies. And I just remember being like so fascinated by like what could possibly be going on. Like, who are these people? What's happening? And it's grandfathered in. I think it's great.
It's just a feel. It's a vibe to that film. I think everybody can agree. It's just way different than the others. 3 was different in its own way because it's like, okay, what the hell are we doing here? And everybody gives 3 shit. Okay, but you know what? A standalone film. It's a good film.
Yeah, I think it's been like reassessed. People love it.
3 is great.
Yeah, 3 is really fun. It feels more like a John Carpenter, one of his other movies, like They Live or The Fog. Like, it feels more like that than a Halloween movie.
No, 100%. But then we got to 6, and I was like, okay, this We got Michael in that, but it's like the whole Curse of Thorn sequence, and I thought it was a good movie. Definitely not my favorite, but I like the fact that it was different, and I like the fact that they went to a darker side of Michael and this whole cult that was surrounding it. It was unique, so good stuff. Good stuff there, but don't worry about it.
It tried to justify the mess that was Halloween 5. You know?
Yeah, and a lot to clean up.
Boy, Halloween 5. I mean, the best thing about 5 is, and really the franchise, is Loomis, is Donald Pleasance.
So yeah, he's unhinged in that movie.
Yes. Come on. I mean, he's jostling Jamie, talk to me. He's
shaking a child.
Like it would have been canceled nowadays.
He'd still murder like 3 people before. So, I'd shake a baby too over that.
Yeah, but I mean, he's off his rocker, man. I mean, he's screaming in the forest, and Michael, oh, damn it, I'm gonna meet you. Like, he lost it. So again, that was the only thing that kept that movie together, because there were so many things that were horrible about that, especially those cops. I know we talked about this too. Just the cops, the little quirky sounds that you were hearing with them, like they try to have some sort of.
Oh, that was so, those choices were so grossly inappropriate. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm curious, what are so many favorite horror movies? Like, if you guys each had to pick one.
I'm a Halloween and what the hell? I'm a Halloween and Friday the 13th guy. Whoa, goodness gracious. Halloween and Friday the 13th guy. Holy shit.
I think you secretly like, come on, man, Krueger. Look at the primetime script. All right.
Hell no. What was that Annette just said? What about you guys? What do you guys like? What are you guys' favorite?
Well, I'm a big Halloween guy, Mary.
I feel like Scream.
Yeah.
Scream's good.
Mary's more of a 90s person.
Yeah.
What about the rest?
Kill the Beat, huh?
B, what you got?
I got Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Scream.
Classics.
Yep.
3 for me.
So I've got Dread, and I will recommend that movie until the cows come home, until everyone has seen the masterpiece that is an Anthony DiBlasi film.
I don't think I've heard of that.
So it's based on, so Anthony DiBlasi was working at Clive Barker's production studio at the time, and it is a short story by Clive Barker that Anthony DiBlasi wrote and directed. It's available on Tubi. It's got Jackson Rathbone. I didn't realize that he could act until I watched that movie, so I highly recommend it. But like, it is one of my favorite psychological films of all time. Like, I cannot recommend that film enough.
Well, you're a big Clive Barker fan.
Yeah, we gotta check it out.
Yeah, definitely watch Dread. If you need more Clive in your life, you need to watch Dread. My favorite franchise is definitely Saw. I think that's the best story that's ever been written. And they had like multiple writers, just like the Bible did. So it was
that's the best comparison I've ever heard.
There are almost as many writers to the Saw franchise as there are people that wrote the Bible. Just keep that when people are judging this. And judge not lest ye be judged. So
I gotta give the Saw franchise like some serious credit, because it was like a real downhill trajectory until 10, which is so strange that like at 10 they're picking it back up. They're making them good again. Like
see, I was a fanboy the whole time. I still think that was one of the best stories ever written. And then I just love Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, you can't tell me that like Dokken doing the soundtrack is one of the best things that's ever happened in horror.
Let's go, baby. Dream Warriors. Come on.
In Dreams, in Flames, they were in everything apparently for that album, but it's such a banger. It's such a fucking banger.
Yeah. I got, man, movie or franchise we're talking about. I guess movies. Oh man, it's so hard, man, because there's, of course, the classics. The Halloween. I enjoyed 4 to 2018. Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. Overall, I still think, I know Swift figured they did. I still think overall the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise has the most rewatchable value. Like,
I mean, Dreams, you can't, like, it's just so creative.
There's nothing else like it. Whoa. What did you say, Jimmy?
Yeah. Hot take killing me. So here it is. It's the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. I'm telling you, the movies, the installments, are all the sequel. It's the most rewatchable. I feel like it's the most rewatchable franchise. Like the rewatchable value to it. In fact, yeah, man. Compared to the other franchise, compared to Friday the 13th, the major ones. Scream. It is. Think about the original classic. Okay, Dream Warriors.
Okay, so Saw is taken out of this conversation. Cool. I was like, you are smoking crack, Dewey.
No, listen. All right. Okay, kids, crucify me if you want. Okay, but I'm saying, I know there's a lot of people that agree with me on this with Nightmare on Elm Street, man. I mean, come on. Freddy's Dead? Who doesn't love Freddy's Dead?
I don't love Freddy's Dead. That's the one that I'm like, I don't know. It's a little too bugs.
I feel like Nightmare.
The real question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I feel like Nightmare is so cool because they really get dream logic. Like, what does it mean to be in a dream? You're in a tunnel all of a sudden. Cool. It makes sense. And now you're upside down. I don't know. There's like pipes. Freddy's here. Like, they just really play with this idea of dreams in such a cool way that feels actually real. I feel like that's hard to actually pin down.
Well,
yeah, that's cool.
I agree with you.
That is cool.
And I just want to say that on the topic of Saw, we did go in Vegas. There is a Saw escape room, and it's legit.
It's really good.
They have some cool ass like props and everything. Like you will feel like you're in a Saw space, and it's
check it out.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's
Mary ran out of her room.
I did run out of her room screaming. This is true.
Sugar Corn. We got a couple of people talking about some of their films as well. Saw. Let's just say Saw never belonged in the same zip code as the conversation. Okay.
Oh,
shots fired.
That's fine. Tell me a better story.
Okay. There it is.
Tell me a more cohesive story that happened between 12 different fucking writers.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's a challenge.
I do love the Nightmare.
I do love Nightmare.
Watch Leprechaun movies anytime.
Leprechaun. Yeah,
I have been coming home late on the weekends and popping on Leprechaun movies, and they're terrible. They're all terrible. I love them, but they're like the budget drops. The floor comes out on that franchise so fast.
I lost me shilling. I don't know. Yeah, it's terrible. The one line is it.
I don't think they were ever anticipating on making a sequel.
No. I mean, most of these movies, that's true, you know?
I mean, the original, Jennifer Aniston.
You can rage bait all you want. We both know that Saw is a film. Like, come on, brother.
What is happening here? Mikey said, Leprechaun, great franchise. What is happening here? No, yeah.
I'm so glad Jennifer Aniston got her 15 minutes of fame before going to fucking Friends. Like, come on, dude.
Look, all I'm saying.
Well, I saw it in the chat. My cousin, I got in trouble. One of my cousins, she's in the chat, and she's like, "Yeah, I always wanted to go to Astoria Horror Club, but a certain cousin of mine, she's talking about me, never brought me. So we may be coming out there together on Sunday when we come see you."
I'm inviting your cousin.
Yeah,
Mary and Tom.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
family.
Look.
Family affair.
Yeah,
also,
there you go.
Chucky's a dope franchise. We can't forget Chucky.
Oh yeah,
Chucky would be the most cohesive one, and it's like expanded so much with the show.
Yeah, and just the iconic voice, like Brad Dourif. Some of the lines are funny, man. The kills, the lines,
and Jennifer Tilly, like, come on.
Yeah, yeah, Jennifer Tilly. I mean, playtime's over, Swifty. You got to think. Oh man, we're gonna play game, Tom. In a Chucky voice. We got a little game, the 2-minute drill. You get it wrong? No. Anyway, I'm just babbling here.
We got a lot of people in the chat. Real quick, they wanted to know more about the Astoria Horror Book Club. They want to know some details about it. You guys want to get into it and then talk about like the culmination when you guys go to Oliver's? You guys want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So Astoria Horror Book Club, we post. We have a Discord, so you can join our Discord where we post about book club. It's also on our Instagram account. But we meet once a month, typically the last Tuesday of every month at 7 p.m. at Oliver's. So we have a room like downstairs in their basement area where we will discuss the book. So come. It's pretty much, we have small group discussion, then we'll have like a larger discussion, and then people stay and hang out and have drinks. If you don't finish the book and you come, it will be spoiled. So take that at your own risk. Like, I'm not gonna parent you. But yeah, it's open to anybody. And also, if you order the book from the Astoria Bookshop, they give you a 10% discount because they support all the book clubs here, which is really great. So highly recommend buying local.
I got it.
There you go.
There's a lot to catch up on. Definitely just hearing this, Tom, Mary, you guys have been tremendous to the community. And again, what Swift was talking to me about and hearing it today, I am going to make my way down over there 100%. We got to get the team together, Swift. We got to go check them out. And I think we make it like a whole week thing. We got to, hit up the Astoria Horror Club, Brooklyn Society. I mean, there's so many great businesses now celebrating this killer genre of ours that, brings us all together. And I greatly appreciate once again what you guys have done. I'm going to drop all the information in the description here, but I want to give you the floor before we let you guys go. If there's anything else that you want to mention or discuss or talk about, the floor is yours right now.
Well, please, if you can follow us on Instagram, Astoria Horror Club and Zero Vision Cinema. If you want to support, come out. You don't need to go to a paid event to support. We would love to just have you at anything. If you do decide to come to a paid event, thank you. I hope you have a great time at whatever we do. And we have events this Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. Like, we got a lot of stuff coming up. We hope people decide to come out, and thanks for having us on.
Yeah, and if you're new, if you're coming out, and if you're coming out by yourself and you're scared, don't be. Come say hi.
Oh yeah,
we'll introduce you to people who are around.
We'll set you up with the friendly folks.
Yeah, we'll set you up
point
at
you
a
right to
good table.
Yeah.
We'll introduce you to the regulars. Like, it is very community focused. So come, even if you're scared, it'll be fun.
Listen, don't be afraid. Get out. Come on, get out of the house.
Yeah.
You got to do it because we've been, and I think the pandemic has caused this problem. We got used to being home and we don't know how to communicate. We have to get out. We have to start living again. And this is it.
Without a doubt. I think that's a big reason why this was so successful. We started Horror Club in 2021 in the summertime. It was right when things were really open back up and people wanted something to do. It was an immediate hit. I feel very lucky to be a part of this community with Mary. Like, the fact that so many people come, we have so many great regulars. Like, we're very lucky. We appreciate everything, and we hope to meet new cool people, especially folks in the chat. Please come out. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, come out. Let us know when you guys are coming.
Yeah, and tell us that come up to us, chat, and just tell us that you saw us on here. We'd love to know that some of you decided to come.
Yeah, definitely. Spread the word. Horror 365 Live. We're going to be out there, and we're going to talk, Tom, Mary. We're going to talk about this block party because now you got it in my mind here. We're shutting down Astoria. From Astoria to Brooklyn. We're doing it big, baby. That's right.
Yeah.
Forget me. Tom, Mary, hearing this? Forget me. We're going to start it up. We're going to start a horror parade halfway to Halloween horror parade. It's going to go from Astoria all the way down to Williamsburg, from shop to shop. We're going to have these bodies drop, and we're going to be on the block. So definitely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
This has been really fun.
Awesome. I can't wait to see you guys out there.
I'm glad you had fun. Thank you so much for coming on.
No problem, guys. Thanks for having us.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Tom, Mary, give it up. That's right, baby. Zero Vision Cinema. Mama Swift got it covered. Here, baby. Woo! There we go. I got this cheer. Oh man, I had somebody outside. I don't know who it was, but somebody outside was like, yeah, during the whole thing. So shout out to that out there that gave us a shout out that I can't see.
I thought it was Slasher Radio cheering for how rad Saw is. I thought that's what I.
Oh boy. Yeah, hell yeah, man. The book.
Well, Slasher Radio wasn't feeling Saw. Everybody, what's up? Everybody in the chat, what's up? There's a few of you came in recently. What's up? Thanks for coming.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you, Melissa. So move over to Jimmy on the block. Jimmy block, and when Jimmy
on the block, yeah.
Fun don't stop. Woo! We're gonna rock. Oh, baby. I got the oh, come on, I'm not gonna go crazy now. I see you got me worked up here. Jesus Christ. But nonetheless, I digress. Let's tone it down, Jim. Let's tone it down.
We got the Barbie girl mermaid in the house. Rebecca Hope. How you doing?
And right now, we got a gentleman about to join us momentarily, Mr. Loren Lepre. We're going to talk to him in 1 second because I have to plug this real quick before we bring on Loren, talking about New York and activities going on. Where are you going to be on Friday the 13th? I'll tell you where you need to be. At the St. Valentine's Day Masquerade, February 13th. That's next Friday, 8 p.m. at the Wood Shop. We're chopping hearts, baby. That's right. 21 Meadow Street, Brooklyn, New York. We're talking live music, killer cosplay competition, raffles, the Choose Your Fate blind date. And there's some people that already signed up for it. Oh, you're going to roll that dice. And you never know who you're going to go home with that night. Woo! It's going to be all night long. Killer time out there. It's a time to die for. We have the final girl, the single lady soiree, dancing on the stage for the man, Jason Voorhees. He's the only man you need to please this night. And it's going down. 8 o'clock, doors open up. Live performances by Freak and Solo Jones, DJ Paulie Saw spinning all night long. It's going to be a hell of a time. Get your tickets. BeMyBloodyValentine.eventbrite.com. That's BeMyBloodyValentine.eventbrite.com. Jeez, they got me rolling here, Swift. I'm just amped up because all of you tonight here, and we're making the magic happen. And we're about to make more magic right here as please welcome everybody to the show, my good friend and filmmaker and the man of 1,000 hats. I mean, this guy has done it all and still continue to do it all. Mr. Loren Lepre, please give it a cheer. Oh, where's the cheer? Loren's in the building. You got it.
The Doyle rules. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, my God.
What's up?
How we doing, everybody?
Oh, man. We're
all right. All right. We're excited. We're excited about this.
I'm like almost excited to jump into that last countdown of questions because I was like, of everything you guys were talking about. So much. I can do a whole show on all those answers, but go for it.
My man, Loren, I got to tell you, you and I, we go back years now, man, since in the horror community.
Yep.
You've done a lot. You've done a lot in the community and for the community as well. We talked dark military. I mean, shoot, you threw me into the fire, literally.
Yes, I did. Yes, into the fire.
Crispy scene.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I still look at that. I'm like, I could have did a little bit better on the screen. Anyway, nonetheless, I appreciate
Jimmy, as any filmmaker in the world, including George Lucas and Spielberg, they always look back and be like, I could have did this better. I could have did that better. You know, like look how many times George Lucas went back. Like I can make the Ewoks blink. Give me money, blink. So don't beat yourself up too much. So you did fine. You showed up. You did what you were supposed to do.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the opportunity. And now here we are. We're talking about your new film that's coming out right now, Camera X. I want to give you the floor. I want to let you tell everybody exactly what this movie's about, and then we'll get into the filming and the whole process and what's to come. Talk to us about Camera X.
Yes, so Camera X, To Kill a Pedophile, is basically it blinds the two areas of reality TV and found footage. So my first film, Pennsylvania Hardcore, was a documentary on all the punk and hardcore bands from Pennsylvania for the last 30 years. I interviewed like 200 people, so I covered the whole area between Philly and Pittsburgh. Then comes in the Dark Military franchise. So I made 2 of those that are my horror movie to contribute to the horror fans. And then I've always been drawn. I don't like sticking, like I kind of jump all over the place. It's kind of like I go shopping, like, no, I want to jump into this. Now I want to jump into that. So I was always drawn to found footage. I've always had this thing about when you watch a movie, maybe the viewers could go jump on this as well as you guys, but I don't know what your mindset is, but when I see, Robert Downey Jr. on screen, I picture the guy who he is in real life. I think, hey, that's Iron Man. That's this guy from that movie or that guy from that movie. And you could go down the whole list, particularly the whole Marvel. I just picture those are the actors. In suits. I don't see them as those characters. There's something about those found footage reality TV films of like, no one knows who these people are. I'm getting to know this character. It's kind of just like how you're watching a podcast. I feel drawn to these people. Like, all right, like I have nothing to compare them to. There was a reason John Carpenter picked Jamie Lee Curtis. No one knew who that person was. There was a reason Rob Zombie picked who he picked for his version of Halloween. There was you couldn't pluck them from anywhere else. It's just, this is someone brand new, so I've always been drawn with that, with found footage. And the one thing I've always agitated me heavy about found footage, as much as I'm praising them, was the shaky cam. Like when Blair Witch came out, I went in theater and I was loving what I was seeing. But a lot of the times I was like talking to my buddy Jason and I'm like, like they're running through the woods, and I get vertigo. I get dizzy looking at that. So all the cameras shake. I was like, I'm gonna make a movie where they, a lot of it's just gonna be tripod. So to get that out of the way. But it really wasn't a tripod. I did have a DP, Tom Scholl, who helped me huge with my filming my events, my film festivals, Freedom Shorts and Liberty Massacre. I did 26 of those out of the Trocadero.
Oh,
yes. So great dude. He helps out. He's usually a Paluzzo guest on Hack the Movies. So he came in on that. He did a great job. But I wanted to write a story, and I didn't want to make something boring. I wanted to shake things up. I wanted to go into a dark area. And for a guy who never wanted kids, always seems to be defending them. The whole thing with the Epstein thing that's been going on really bothered the crap out of me, really a lot. So I wanted to just call this movie To Kill a Pedophile. And I already looked into it, and people were like, you could put, it's weird because like To Kill a Mockingbird, the Pope must die. But the reality is I had to come up with the words camera X to mask it because, believe it or not, folks, the worst people in the world, the pedophiles, they're protected. You cannot say to kill anybody.
Yeah.
So I had to hide. So that's why there's camera A in the movie, camera B in the movie. And when you see camera X, it's kind of like, this one doesn't seem like it belongs there. What's why is that there? That's my way of hiding it. So even on the poster, I have camera X To Kill a Pedophile. But like when someone searches this up, for anyone who's trying to check this out, it's free on Tubi. You just have to put in camera X. If you put in To Kill a Pedophile, nothing's going to probably come up. But I love marketing it as that, to grab people's attention. So I went into a different era here with that, So I came up with the story. I actually wrote this about 3-4 years ago. I was getting ready to pull a crew together, and the last minute, I scrapped the whole thing. Because I was looking at budget, and I was like, I'm right up against it. I don't like it if we get thrown back a day. Yeah. This whole thing could be downhill. So I put it on ice, and then I ended up filming it in August of 2024. And it was just a handful of people. And it's kind of cool. The cool thing about found footage is you're not intentionally. Every film, when you film something, you run into problems, especially in post. And you're just like, oh God, look at this. I wish I could get this scene back. It's not lit is that good. The audio is not that good. You have to. I always tell people, don't fix it in post. Fix it when you're there. That's why like Dark Military Rogue came out the way I wanted it. Like I just thought like that's like my movie about like Prestige, Flawless. I love that. But Camera X allowed me to like that camera shake a little bit. These are supposed to be 5 people that don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they're not supposed to be it's not supposed to be perfect. So it was kind of a little like, oh, screw up. As long as it didn't disrupt the story, keep going. So, that's where that was the premise of the idea I had for this. And it just got released free on Tubi after a long time, of a lot of distribution companies didn't want to touch it. They didn't want to touch it because of the subject matter, which just kills me because it's like, what are you saying? Like you can do it.
Yeah, no, I
like what it is. Like what you're basically almost saying like they win. Let them do what they want. Like, you didn't want to take a chance. Yeah, it really bothered me a lot. But finally we got somebody. It took a little while, and for what myself and a lot of your guests on Horror 365, Tubi's the champion of horror movies at this time. It's just like that's where you just go to see everybody's movie. So I'm so glad if I finally got it on that platform, and it's trending already. So you got all the people that are supporting it. You got all the fans are fans. There's people that love found footage. There's people that jump in and be like, well, quality acting. Like, do you understand what the movie is? Like, it's not supposed to be an A-list looking movie, but like horror fans, you just got to jump in and be like, let it bounce off you. That's it. Like whatever they say, let them say it. Half the time, if I see a negative comment, I like it. just to like kind of like it, just like let them know it's okay. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just make a movie. You can't be in a band and play, and then when the crowd's making a look at you, and the crowd like they don't like what they're. You can't run out and grab them by the shirt and say like my music. That doesn't work that way, you know. Sorry about that long ramble. I could go, but go for it.
No, I'm letting you listen. I want you to talk.
You're over here cooking. You're cooking. I'm completely into what you're talking about. You know, especially what you were saying. Sorry, Jimmy. Sorry about cutting in real quick. But especially what you're saying now, nobody wanted to touch this film because of the subject matter. Because as we're learning now, a lot of these powerful people are involved with this nonsense. So nobody's going to want to touch it because they're protected, like you said. So kudos to you for being a voice that's going to talk about this subject matter that's going on. It's all around us right now. You know, this trafficking and all these type of things. This is something, it's a mega problem that we have, not only in this country, but in the world. It's a major problem that we have. It's going all around, and we have to act like it's all right. It's not all right.
It's not all right.
Stand up and say something, you know?
Exactly. I think like
because I know what I'm doing. If I see something like that, I know what's happening. You know, it's good to know everybody, but I know what's going to happen if I ever run across something like that.
Yeah.
You know, nice knowing everybody here, but I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah, and that was just like, look, do I think the film is going to change the industry? No, but I told a story, and you know, to me, it's current with everything that's going on right now. Because, you know, I don't know, the list got dropped, and then like you look it up, and it's like everyone has something different. It's like a different group did this. This one's on the list. No, it's not on the list. I don't even know how to look, but it's like, it's a big thing. If you're rich and powerful, I kind of almost don't trust you at this point. Like, you know, like maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But, you know, you're never going to truly know. Those are the people that truly run the world. Those are the people that fund both sides. And there's a reason, you know, that those names weren't dropped when Biden was in there. And there was a reason that, you know, they weren't dropped for Trump because they probably paid for both administrations of protection is what they did.
Look, at the end of the day, what you talked about or what you discussed in this film, putting this together, it's your vision. It's the story that you wanted to tell, and you finally were able to make it come to fruition after 4 years now that you were working on it. Now it's on Tubi. Now, talk to us about, I guess, the biggest challenge putting this film together.
The biggest challenge is this isn't just for Camera X. This is for my other films and anybody who's a filmmaker. Is you're trying to take care of people and get them paid, and you're trying to get the best equipment and locations, but you're trying to get it low. So Jimmy was a part of Dark Military Rogue. That was when I was really good. I was really good with money at the time. So that was just like, how much? Done. Like, I don't care, you know, like, so Camera X was one of those films I paid largely out of pocket, along with Ross from Planet X Filmworks, a great dude out of California. He deserves a lot of credit for this too, for helping. But like, it was one of those things we both looked at like, we don't get much money back. Are you okay? You're okay? I'm okay too. All right, we'll be okay. Don't worry about like recouping. So a lot of films these days, like, you could look at like, I made a movie for $50K. Camera X is way cheaper than that. But the idea is like, you could say $50K is cheap, but it's actually not. That could be like $500,000 for an average one of us, like 9 to 5 people to reach $50K. So I think we're all of the film industry, exception of like someone that's something starring Tom Cruise, or if Marvel and DC and maybe Star Wars go away for a while and the hunger comes to see that stuff again, films need to come down to the Kevin Smith universe and be like 20 to 25 million is, to me, the only true way you're probably going to flip profit. Because even Superman over the summer, which I liked, didn't totally love, but I did like, it cost $600 million, and it just passed $600 million. So it broke even and now starts the profit. But It's January. You're not going to win. So I think movies need to stay low. So basically, Jimmy, that's what I'm saying is you got to look at the best way you can make the best film, the best quality, and keep it cheap. And this is why I always tell like filmmakers, like, hey, is your uncle like he's a police officer? Maybe you can get access to the police station and write a movie around that. Does it, your cousin has a doctor's office, right? See if you could get a hold of that and write around that. You got good production
as a like on the armor, pretty much like for free. It's straightforward. Like any way you can save some money on the production areas that are not going to affect the film.
Without a doubt. And I always tell people don't let me tell you, don't write that super script that's going to cost a lot of money right away, but just try not to make that first. Just kind of put it on the shelf and always try to be marketing it, but do something that's cost efficient. That's what I tell all filmmakers to start off with. Like, there's all these people like, I want to blow up New York and LA and I don't want any CGI. And I'm like, New York and LA? Oh, so your movie's $400,000 already. No CGI? Oh, yeah. Like, no one's going to hand that to you. No. You
gotta be realistic too about whatever it is that you have your script, you have your idea. How much is this going to cost? What's the budget? What do you have? Obviously, if it's your first film, you're not really working with too much unless, like you said, you hit the lotto and then boom, there you go. I got the money to do it. But either way, it has to be that sweet spot, like you said. When you overdo it, like these Marvel movies, DC movies, I mean, $600 million to make a movie like that. Like, come on. Like,
and I can tell you right now, like, I don't know about all you guys, but anytime I see CGI fire, it never looks good. It never, ever, ever looks good. It's just like, I could tell that CGI, man. And I understand it's going to be cheaper than the hire for that a lot of the times, but it is what it is. You kind of got to go with, again, what you got. It's like, even in like Camera X, it's a movie within a movie. There's a reason we needed to shoot on the faster side, because I only had this house for a week where I didn't want to worry about over in the corner. You see the lights set up. So we did a montage like of the film, the filmmakers within the film setting up the lights. So we're just announcing they're there. So when you see the camera pan, you don't got to be like, movie error. No, it's okay. But that's the real lights we use. So all the rooms stayed set up, because anybody who knows in film, setups is the longest. That's what burns your pocket. Well, if the lights are already set up for you, it's this dialogue, just go. You got to have the best actors you could for that.
You're racing against, a lot of times when you're filming, you're racing against the clock, and it depends how long certain scenes are, how many takes you need for certain scenes. I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it. So I'm sure that alone is challenging. So
you had that when you were with me on Rogue. It was a night shoot. Guess what time we had to wrap? When the sun came up. We had to be done by then. So.
Yeah, that was interesting. Honestly, a lot of great people. As a matter of fact, the gentleman, I think it was Brian, right? Am I wrong?
Brian Emmerich. Yes, I brought him. I love Brian. Brian's the unsung hero of Camera X, because he did a lot of things, but I could sit here forever talk about the editing hell we had. And when I say editing hell, everyone has problems like, why is this file not doing this, or why can't I connect this? Why the sound just dropped there? That's standard. But I mean. I had someone who was going to be doing he helped in another part of the film, so I'm not going to slander too much, but it's like this guy had the best editing software ever, and I gave him all the files, and I'm like, when we start, and 45 days went by without starting. He's like, I don't think I can do this now. I just lost a month and a half of editing because now you changed your mind at the last minute. Then I'm going to the next guy that was like, hey man, I'd love to work for you someday. Please give me a shot. Dude, I got your shot. Cool. 6 hours later, dude, I never truly edited anything before. I've only done some small videos. Like, I don't think I'm your like. It was an amazing the domino effect of this edit. And then even at one point we had a problem where we brought in this Buddy Holly douche looking guy. I like Buddy Holly, for the record, but this dude just kind of hit and ran. He hit and ran. Like we asked him about like, where's this file, and we couldn't freaking find it. Like, he wouldn't even answer us all that. Like,
I mean, things also that these the people that you're acquiring, like whether it's cast crew or whatnot like that, you you have your budget. I understand. Like that's important too. They have to fit within your budget. But you also have to know that these people are legit, right? You have to vet them. You have to see if their work and check that out. Sometimes you really don't know. It's tough. It's challenging dealing with, different personalities as well. And even though people may be experienced, another problem that I talking to some filmmakers, what they would tell me is like they have their vision. Like the filmmaker, the director has his vision, but somebody that's doing the editing may think, well, this is they want to adjust it. Or even on certain shots, like the AD may go step the line, and have his alter that vision. Is that something also that was a challenge on set for you, or just filming camera?
One of the biggest things, none of the every movie I've had like, hey, like when we first start, like, yo, that's a little too much, that's too aggressive, that's not loud enough, you're being too low, maybe you're being too stonish, kind of like quick adjustments, stuff like that. But a lot of the times I do this when like I'm hired. If any of you guys hired me, if I read the script, I get into that character and I'm drilling lines. But then I always say, hey man, you got a minute on video, or could I just talk to you over the phone? Let me do scene 33. And I'm like, I want you to hear, my range, where I'm going with this. And a lot of, more than half the time, it's like, yeah, dude, you got it. And other times, like, thanks for calling me. You're doing the lines, but this is not how I envisioned the character. And I'd say, thank you. Now, how exactly could you please, so I can make a readjustment, because you don't want to learn a character a certain way. And then you get there and the director's like, dude, this is what you gathered from this. So ask questions. Always ask questions.
So speaking of questions, John,
yes.
Killer B, Swift, anybody in the chat, if you guys have any questions for Loren, Camera X, you can jump in, because I'll be talking all night if not.
Yeah, I can definitely jump in. So I watched Camera X, which congratulations on getting that made, because making a movie is already not fucking simple, as you were just talking about.
Nope.
Now, you actually submitted Dark Military to I think it actually hit top 3 at our short film aspect of our award show, I think in our first or second year. I can't remember which one it was. Which now I kind of have a better aspect with watching Camera X, in between that and Dark Military, kind of having a better idea of like how you write things. And I am very curious with Camera X, you had to write a lot of background stories for a lot of characters in this to kind of make it make sense why all of these people were making a conglomerate, right? And making this trying to think of the right word, but essentially this
decision that could alter their life forever. Yes.
Right. And you're creating this Avengers of like anti-pedophiles. And in that situation, obviously you have to go to some kind of dark places to write these backstories for a lot of people, to bring what make these character concepts kind of come to the forefront. So what was it like being in the writer's room for yourself to be like, because I mean, for me, I know when I have to do stuff like that, I'm putting myself in a slump for like a little bit to be able to work through kind of the pain that these characters have to go through to get to where you're at, just in the script level, not even like actually shooting it. So what was that process like?
Great question. So I'll explain the Loren style, if you will, on this one. But a lot of the times I saw the premise for Camera X, I saw the premise of Dark Military, and so on. It's kind of funny. It's like I could see why the characters are doing what they're doing, and a lot of times I see the end, and then I start seeing pieces in the middle, and then you kind of start piecing the movie together. Like, how do I get from point A to point B? It's like, all right, this happened, and if I go over here, this makes no sense. So you got to start making scenes to get to that point. So as far as characters, particularly in Camera X, it's not really spoiling anything, but like a couple of them are not. Some of them are molested. Some of them have something that happened to another family member. And one thing I was like, I can't have all 5 of them had that bad of luck. I think it would have been too forced, even like in the movie The Iron Claw, they left out one of the Von Erich brothers because they were like, this movie's already too much. It's like this really happened, like to write another brother in there. So they took Mike's character and the other Von Erich, whose name escapes me at the moment, kind of combining them in one. So I keep that in mind of like the monologue that they give, all five of those characters, the monologue they give for the reason was kind of the selling point. Because if that wasn't believable, I think the movie is like would have been upriver. And I could tell you one other thing, like Camera X to me, even though it was the easiest film to make, to me it was the hardest. And like the first Dark Military, that we had like 100 people on set, between the set and the cast and the crew. That wasn't as hard. It was weird, but it was kind of why I'm saying it was hard was like there's a lot of dialogue. I've never been forced into that to that point, even for me being the director and one of the main five. I was like, wow, this is actually very hard to do all this dialogue and worry about the other four performances and direct. It was weird because I was sitting there like, there's only like 9 people in this whole movie, but it was the hardest film for me to do. And it's weird. Like the film had a small crew, and things are going to get along. Everybody, sooner or later, you are going to have your moments. And because it's a smaller unit, sometimes it's all film set. It's just film life. But like, you have a better odds of losing people in your movie, than having a giant set where I have to run over here. I got to run over here. It's weird. I thought smaller would be easier, but it was actually harder. But everyone hit it out of the ballpark. Everybody did what I asked them to. I'm so happy. I thank everybody. But Camera X is that movie. It's like, because there's so much dialogue. I'm kind of like looking at it as a viewer. Sometimes I'm like watching. I'm like, you sometimes you feel exposed, I guess is the word I'm looking at. It's like, wow, you really had to do a lot of dialogue here, but also that's what found footage works for, What's your favorite least part?
So Unique says, what's your favorite and least favorite part of creating a movie as a whole process?
It's a good question. I can tell you what it is. It's the day of the shoot until I see every cast member and every crew on set that they're there and accounted for. I am always nervous as hell. Once everybody gets there and punches in, if you want to say, let me tell you something. If one person on a film set, that especially like Camera X, where like all 5 of us had, like if one just didn't show up, it's like that throws everything into oblivion. Even in the first Dark Military, there was people that had smaller roles, and then you had your bigger roles. Like, what if something happened and one of the people that had a bigger role can't make it that day, and we only are shooting for 8 straight days? Like in my head, I had like, if this person does this, I'll try to combine, that, what I mean? You have your options. And stuff, but, yes, but that also
always on your phone.
Yeah, that's also waters down your film, because you can make the best decision in the world that you think is the best decision at the moment, and put like a week later when you're going through the footage and all that, you're like, what was I thinking? It's a lot. I just wish I could make a film where I could keep going back, like multiple weeks and have it. Because Camera X was like another week straight. Dark Military, a week straight. Dark Military Rogue was this one weekend. And, I'm good at it. I'm used to that grind. But like every one of them, those films, things had to be smushed together at certain points. Like, all right, we're losing time. Like, well, if that's going to happen, these are the couple scenes we could do without, like it doesn't change the story. It just would have been kind of cool to get to them. So you got to know how to cut things down. You get with your AD and the team and what makes sense, like sometimes I would go to make a cut somewhere and someone would be like, yeah, but if you realize if you do that, you're like, oh my God, thank you for calling that. Thank you for calling that out. All right, here's what we'll do, so you're as good as the people are that are around you.
What about the casting process? I mean, I know I've seen Brian involved in this as well. Shout out to him, man. He was incredible when I was on the set with Rogue, man. I mean, your whole crew that was there, and that's where I met Gabe. Okay, shout out to
Gabe Madness.
Shout out to Gabe.
Gabe, Gabe is funny, dude.
I saw Gabe Madness this past Sunday in Asbury. I saw him at the Kevin at Smodcastle. Kevin Smith came in and did a live Clerks 2 screening. It took 5 hours because they would watch 3 minutes and then stop, and he'd break down everything that happened that was funny and all that. But Gabe Madness was there, so that was a good time. And you know Gabe because Gabe's like power walking always by himself, the hair sticking out of the hat. He's got his camera back and everything. And I yelled Gabe Madness from across the street. You know, it's like, hey, but yeah, I wasn't, put it this way, I wasn't stunned seeing Gabe there at all.
Yeah, he was yeah, man, that was great being on that set. And just Gabe, I didn't know about Gabe until I found out about Gabe, and then he just on set. And man, with the whole head scene and like F you, Jimmy, and just the shit he sent after with the whole joke behind him. It was funny. He's a funny guy.
Gabe brings a lot of energy. So I knew Dark Military Rogue was gonna be a night shoot. We're all, you know, first shift workers. So guess what happens as the night goes? Your mood goes a little bit. You know, you start getting a little bit like you can start getting a little bit pissy. Hey, I'm getting tired. Well, when you have Gabe there to keep everybody laughing all night.
Yeah.
Gabe did double duty. He did still photography and video behind the scenes, and he was our he was our entertainment.
Yeah, he was. It's always the entertainment. Even when we was on set with Ken Sagos for Socrates, man. Gabe was cracking jokes the whole time. All his puns. I mean, there was times I wanted to strangle him. I just wanted to choke him out. I love Gabe, but I wanted to choke him. Like, stop, come on. But he was. It's funny, man. He's always entertaining, and that's because. You know, you made the connection over there like that. That's the beautiful thing about being on set, and you start to get to know everybody on set. It's a family, more often than not. It's a family on set. So like when I seen that, even Brian was. I don't know him like that, but I know like being on set, he was very professional and great actor, man. Shout out to Brian.
So Brian had a week to learn that role in Dark Military. That was a lot of dialogue between him and my character Barabbas because he wasn't my first choice. I had Brian set up for this movie, Camera X, which I was going to try to film right after. Yeah. But the lead actor who was going to play that role at the last minute, his grandfather was sick and, practically raised him. And he wanted to be there for when he passed, and he did. And he's like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm like, dude, you don't got to be sorry for about something like this. But, thank you. I hung up and then I face palmed because I understood. But like, and I went to Brian. Brian just absorbed that, man. He just stepped up and he absorbed. But as far as Jimmy, you're talking about cast, it's the same way I cast you. It's like, do I want to be around this person? Who do I like? It really was. It was just like, who do I like? Who could I see in roles? And can I be attached to the hip to whoever the actors or actresses are and the crew for a week? So that's kind of how that works. In certain scenarios, like some of my, I call it my bench, might not work in a certain film setting, but another ones, no, they're perfect for over here. So I always, I call it, I draft. I've never really had one casting call in my life because I don't know who I'm getting. They could be the better actors by far, but like if I don't like them offset, if we're gonna what if like they're just challenging me or like they want to like, hey man, I want to change the dialogue to this, and like I have any problem with somebody kind of changes up the dialogue a little bit, but like, do you want to go this monologue that this makes no sense at all, like this doesn't need to be there, like you get people that I've just seen nightmares on other people's sets from casting calls. So Jimmy, how juiced in I'm into this. I just looked at who I want and I asked them, and 95% I get them all the time. So
I mean, this again, another great cast. I've worked with you before and Brian and Gabe. Was Gabe part of this production too? Behind us?
No, the reason I didn't have Gabe in this one was we kind of stayed at the house and it was tight. We were running out of rooms, and I don't know if Gabe's energy would have backfired on everything, like being this close. So I let Gabe sit off on this one. Gabe, I'll get you on something else, I swear. But like this one was just, the environment was more relaxed people, and I don't know if they would have threw Gabe out the window. Okay, so I kept Gabe out.
Say no more.
Yeah.
wanted to give the floor, John Swift, Killer B. Anybody in the chat? If there's any questions for Loren, Camera X is.
Well, before we go, I know Nanette in the chat had a question for Mr. Lepre.
Let me see, Loren. Oh, yeah, she was just saying, is Camera X heavy on the camera shaking? Or
not almost not at all, like almost completely absent, because what we were doing is we were basically have whoever talked, we'd kind of take a shot, as you are to me, showing that they're holding the camera because they filmed it themselves.
Yeah.
But then the DP would go over the shoulder and shoot the real scene because I did not want shaky cam. I just couldn't do it.
Can confirm.
Thank you for that, because that's one of the worst things in found footage movies. I know it's supposed to set a certain amount of tension and everything, but a lot of times it gives you a freaking headache and it just takes you out of the film.
I gotta disagree. Right? I mean, look, we don't want it in excess, but if the scene requires
but it's excessive.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but if there's a chase scene, I want that raw feeling of the camera moving as I want that. I want to feel that.
And at the same time, Jimmy, I get what you're saying, but I've also seen if people are just walking across the field, they have the camera on and it's just bouncing off the ground, and I'm like, what is this doing? It's like,
it's like, you're doing it. Lose yourself in the
like I get dizzy early. Like you won't see me at Donny Park or anywhere like that. I can't do it. So I want to watch your movie. I just want to be able to not get sick watching it. Literally,
and I think that there's actually a really good scene in Camera X that kind of sets that precedence, because there is a level where again, you're following these cameras of the people that are trying to hunt down and kill this pedophile, but also there is the Camera X, and you see actually in one scene specifically where could have been a very shaky scene, but there was actually a camera in, I don't want to, ruin the plot, but the house, where it's sitting in the chair when everybody actually comes down through the side well of the house, which kind of, honestly tackles that issue from the get-go, while also giving you a little bit of that more diabolical, you're being watched by the watcher kind of thing. And I think that scene executes that very well.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. But yeah, that's what I was going for. You're supposed to know one of these apples don't belong. Who could it be? And is there a sixth person? So there was a lot to that, but. Everyone check it out on Tubi, please.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, John, you did very well moving around that without kind of spoil it. So yeah, you gotta check it out.
He's a professional.
I'm a professional. It's a good Killer Beast Beetlejuice thing. I got me thinking. No, seriously, man.
Is Beetlejuice what?
I would say I'm a professional. I'm doing the whole thing. I see.
Okay, so Brian heard what I heard. Okay, so I'm not fucking crazy.
What? Beetlejuice.
I just skipped over it, John. I skipped over it.
What did I say? Did I say? Come on. What you hear? I don't even want to know what you heard. I'm a professional. Anyway, whatever, man. You guys are.
I'm just glad I thought it was just me. So.
Okay. Mama Swift got the Camera X link there. The Tubi in the chat. Thank you, Mama Swift.
Thank you, Checky54.
I thought, hold on, let's see what he says. I honestly thought it was one guy. Then I was like, nah, the pedo had a hidden camera, found them, bro. I was stressed. God.
And straight up, Loren, you wrote some wild scenes in this movie.
So speaking of that, and I don't want to spoil that, but John, you could understand for a while them, there's just 5 people explaining the stories, how after a while maybe you're into that, or maybe you're like, something needs to happen. Oh, did I give some things that happened? Let's give them something to talk about.
I'm sitting here wait.
No. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I call it the triple header. Is what I call that. It's like that's gonna be the talking point of the movie.
There were certainly 3 heads in that room. Can't confirm that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh man. So said big on wild scenes. Nemo.
Yeah, no, we got a wild scene for you. Yeah. I call it also that scene, without giving away, something very uncomfortable, because like how many people black out at parties and someone gets taken advantage of. That's kind of giving something somewhat away, but I was like, I wanted the scene to be long, and I wanted everyone to be uncomfortable, because something like this happens. Like it just does. Like, so I was not going to make a movie without something crazy like this going on, and then just wait to the end, not happening. I mean, and then at the end, it's just all you find out who the killer is. Like, what was the point of that? Like, go there, like go there, No,
I mean,
I don't think films are, ever since Terrifier hit. It sounds like everybody wants the shock factor. Like, go there, like we're ready for it, So I came up with something to talk about. We'll just say that.
Well, Nemo said mission accomplished, Lauren. I had to skip some of it. So there's obviously trigger warning here. And you definitely dipped your toe over the line, and maybe even jumped over without anybody watching and jumped back. I don't know. Or everybody was. I mean, listen, you took a risk in this, and I just I do give you credit to having the balls to create something like this about
grapefruit. Those are grapefruits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, thinking of
can also confirm from like watching this that like a lot of stuff does come full circle. Like a lot of the like very uncomfortable shit.
Hey, it's Brian from Dark. That was Brian from Camera X and Dark Military saying hi. Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Anthony J.
What's up?
Brian's on every movie set. I'm kind of jealous of Brian. I'm happy for Brian. I'm jealous of Brian. Brian's just like from one movie set to the next one, man. So he's living the dream.
Awesome. Keep kicking butt, Brian.
Yep.
Mia, what's up, Mia? How you doing? I see you in the chat.
Somebody was just jumping in. Oh yeah, Mia. So who was just talking? Was that John? Was that you? You were saying so? It was Swift.
Oh, all I was saying was that like there are concepts that are very wild in this film that also do come full circle, and you really get like almost like that Breaking Bad style conversation that just kind of just like
yeah.
And like I will say, Lauren, one thing that I really enjoyed about this film is I'm not saying that this is a film where the bad guys win, but I always love a really good villain splain, and this film definitely has a very, very good one. It has a very good one, and one that like you might be able to guess it, but like more than likely probably not, just based on the way that it's shot. And I think that like there is I think that if you I can kind of tell the movies that you like by watching this, to be able to tell that like you need a reward at the end, whether it's gross or victorious or fucking whatever. There is rewards at the end of this film, and that was a really cool thing to do.
There is, and there's also like in small areas I've been destroyed because they wanted a different ending, but it's like, hey man, like
people in hell want ice water.
Exactly. And there's also with current events, like you didn't get what you wanted at the same time too, without trying to dance around something, but something everybody needs to check out. But like you can't, it's kind of like my favorite show of all time is The Wonder Years. People got mad. Well, Kevin and Winnie don't end up together. I'm like, yeah, that's called real life. You don't, I guarantee you the five of us here, like whatever we said we were going to grow up to be, most likely we didn't turn into that. Like the universe, the universe, this sometimes has different plans for you. So to them be like, well, I wanted to see this. Like, well, dude, sorry, not sorry. Like, this is what I did, like, this is what I came up with. Like there's actually like a big meaning behind the movie, something, when enough heads, see this movie, I love to, go on this podcast, everybody else to explain why the ending is the ending. There's a reason for that.
What's the, well, yeah, we,
yeah. That
we don't want to spoil it. We want everybody to watch the film.
World in 3 weeks. Like, people need time to see the movie. But
I thought it was because you love Tales of the Dark Side, but
yeah.
Unique's like, no, Jimmy, he jumped over for sure, but he just never jumped back. He just kept jumping. Oh my God, that's good. And he said,
good warning.
Uncomfortable, man. Jeez.
Thank you so much for those compliments.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, you roll the dice, you take some risks, and you did. And I want to hear some feedback from everybody that hasn't seen it. When you watch it, please let us know what you think of Camera X. Let Loren know. And hey, it's all constructive criticism, and entertainment is subjective regardless. Definitely want to hear what you guys think. So next week, or you could just chime in, shoot us an email even at horrorheads365@gmail.com. Reach out to Loren. Let us know what you think of Camera X. If there's any other questions from the chat, I want you guys you have an opportunity to ask Loren right now. Any questions about the film or anybody here? Swift Killer B. John, you guys have any questions for Loren? Let's get to it.
Also, an IMDb review is free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that would help tremendously.
A review is completely free.
Yeah, reviews and what you guys are doing. Thank you so much. All these podcasts, they all help to check this out. Thank you, Screen Queen 96. But yeah, it's like you need. This is the way the horror audience talks these days. It's podcasts and reviews. I mean, you're always taking a chance with reviews because a reviewer has a certain style that they like. So if it doesn't add up to what they like, you could be thrown under the bus, and then But I don't care. I don't care if it's bad news. I'd rather bad news than nobody talking about the film. That's what filmmakers are supposed to really be up to. When no one's talking about you failed. That's it.
100%. 100%.
Stir the pot a little bit, or maybe just.
Also,
Nemo just said something.
Yeah,
go ahead, John.
I was say just a quick thought on when you're reviewing stuff, by the way, and I know I approach this very differently, but I try to approach when I am talking about a film, especially like reviewing it on like IMDb or Letterboxd or whatever, right? When you're going out and talking about an independent film, I think one of the issues that we're running into right now is it's very similar to tipping culture, where a lot of us will go out and you'll tip, but you'll tip in the idea that the person behind you didn't tip, right?
That's crazy.
So if you look at a review and it's completely tanked for the stars or whatever, a lot of times it's from people that didn't like. I have literally had like, because we like if you watch our show, we have a segment called Hating the Haters, right? And there is a point where someone was talking so much shit about Malum compared to Last Shift, because they were like, this is a ripoff of Last Shift. And I'm like, brother, it is the same fucking filmmaker. What are you talking about? So it's all these uneducated people that are over here talking so much shit about this and being like, this is not fucking okay. So when you leave your reviews, I would say what I do at least is when I write my written review, it is very honest and it is how I feel about the film. Your stars, however, I would throw a couple extra because like there's so many dipshits out here that are just like, parking was shit, 1 star. I'm like, why were you parking here? What are you talking?
John, you feel free to review Camera X, Dark Military, anything you want, brother, and link me up. I'll be glad to share it if even there's something you're not liking in there. And one of the things about reviewers too, I got to throw in my one shot back is like, there's been reviews for some of my films where they're like, I didn't like this because this part wasn't explained. And I'm like, I could send you the actual time in the movie where exactly what you just said is perfectly explained.
Yeah,
and I think what
phone down.
Dude, you said it. I either think they're in their phone, and after 10 minutes, because they keep looking up and down, be like, I don't know what's going on. This is stupid. And or maybe two people are talking and they can't focus for 90 minutes. And after that 90 minutes, it's not like, yo, I'd shred this up. And I don't understand how well you didn't understand this because you probably talked the entire time.
Right.
You know? Yeah. How many times have we all watched a movie and kind of wrote it off and be like, that I saw it sucked. And then 15 years later, like you're scrolling through the channels, it comes on and you're going to change it in a minute. And after a minute, you're like, this is kind of interesting. And you realize you didn't pay attention to it the first time. So you think it was stupid, but it wasn't stupid. It was you, you know?
Yeah.
You didn't watch it properly.
Well, I mean, I tried that with Halloween Ends. I just still feel the same. However,
those are the worst films. Listen, that whole list you guys did earlier, I could chime in on that, but I believe those last three Halloween films were like the worst cash grab, worst storytelling, written by Danny McBride, who I actually like as a comedian, but like he didn't understand.
Danny Powers.
He didn't. Like really, Evil Dies Tonight. Like, hi, how am I going to end this iconic killer? Like, he's going to get stabbed on the kitchen prep table. Like, really? That's how you're going to end this guy?
Well, he went in the grinder.
No, I'll give you 1 and 3, but kills. That movie is
the whole fact too. It's just like, he's in the sewer now, and he gets beat up in his mask by this whiny emo guy. Like, you just had you
weren't good.
I feel like Master Splinter would have been perfect down there in the sewer with him.
There was just so many problems. I was like calling things out. I'm like, this is so bad. And like, what was this obsession with Evil Dies Tonight? Why did they keep saying the whole way? The whole idea is they jumped them. They all took turns. Like, have you ever been in a group fight before? If you have the advantage, you'll take turns. You go next. No, you. I didn't understand that. Nobody in Illinois had a gun in that thing too. By the way, they're hunting a killer. It's Illinois. I think that's an open and carry state. Like nobody had a gun.
Well, I know. See, I got to really work on Halloween before, but back to the reviews here. Yeah. John, you're right, man. And you know what? If you're gonna leave a review, just leave a review. Number one, be honest, okay, and be respectful. You can, even if it's something you don't like, say it. Just don't look at the other reviews just to piggyback on. Oh yeah, he's right about this. Or like what John said. Yeah, they're fucking parking. I could, like, come on, man. Some of these comments, even on like these restaurants, I see the stupidest thing on the review. When I'm looking, I'm like, why would you give it 1 star and say that? Like, it has nothing to do with the food at all. But
my dad left 1 star, and I'm
like, man. The lady at the register rolled her eyes. 1 star. I'm like, maybe she's having a bad day. Okay, was the food good? I just want to know. Come on, was the chicken franchise good? That's it. Anyway, people are going.
The people at the table next to me stink. You know what does that have to do with the restaurant?
Yeah.
No, they don't know how to fill the cheese shaker. What?
There was a baby here.
Yeah. There's a baby here.
No, but
I don't know. Shoot the baby. Like, what do you?
You should have had more shake in the film. Stop it, damn it. There's always going to be somebody, Loren. Everybody. There's always somebody saying something about whatever. But if just leave an honest review and just make it make sense. Damn it, for the love of God.
It's constructive criticism. If you think the place sucked, give them the advice on what would improve the place, so the next time you go, it'll be better. If you go back, or for anybody that's going to go, or anybody that's going to watch something. Loren's a filmmaker. He wants to know what you think about the movie. Listen, if you didn't like this, what could have made it better? What could have made you enjoy it more? Like, creative people want to know because they're creating things from their heart, but they're also creating things for an audience. So just speak from the heart. Listen, I didn't really like this too much. Something constructive that they can go and consider the next time they're creating
One of the,
you know what I mean?
One of the things when people, like other people, send me their films, they're like, "Hey, man, I really appreciate your feedback. If I don't like it, there's never a film you completely can't like comment like something good on, like even if it's bad. So I just break it down in 2 categories. Like, here's what was the problems. Here's what you did good. Well, these people that just come out and they crucify a movie and they don't say one thing. I'm like, you can't find one thing. Like, how many bad bands are out there that everybody doesn't like? But like, there's 1 or 2 songs. You're like, yeah, but if those tracks come on, it's okay. But overall, I'll never buy their album and I'll never see them. But there's always something, man. There's something you can salvage, man. Don't be that guy. And all these things, I want brutal, and then that I'll get attention. Like, I don't know about that one. I think sometimes people are just crushing to be thinking they're going to like go somewhere, work for TMZ or something.
Okay, Mikey. Sharks of the court. I cannot find one good thing about them. Well, hey, sharks. That's the one good thing. That's it.
Well, and also I will say, I do think that there is a point where it is hard to find a redeemable quality in it. Like, I watched Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter, right? Because it sounded so promising on the front end of it. And it looked like it was shot on a camcorder, and it was just like Eric and I like sat down to like record the episode on it, and we were just like, do we just make this a meme? And like, we did it as an Easter episode or an April Fool's episode because the episode was 1.5 minutes long, because we were like, fuck this.
Wow.
Awful. And that level does exist. It does exist. But I think to Loren's point, there is a very obvious point where you can tell where people didn't give a shit about what they were doing. And when it gets that obvious, and my thing is like, if I don't like it, I just don't review it.
That would be my thing. Like, if I thought something was so bad, I'd kind of just, I probably wouldn't get through the movie, and I just would be like, yeah, man, I'll check it out. I wouldn't answer him fully. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch your movie. I just be like, yeah, man, no, I'll sooner or later I'll get to it.
No, I was telling Jimmy this earlier today. I've straight up had to tell people like, no, I'm not going to review this because I really love this, because we do a lot of indie. So it's like, I really love this movie over here. And if I say that this movie over here is good and they watched this movie, they're now not going to watch this movie that I actually love because they were like, this is dog shit. You know,
this is what John thinks is good. I hear you. Power of Christ compels you. I'm just
all 6 people that care what we think are definitely lining up to make sure that we've got our shit together.
Jimmy, can I play that cool game you guys did with the last guest before we roll here? Because
I was making sure we had everything. I was just getting to that. I was just going to go.
All right, yeah, because I just remember it was a lot of questions, but I have never had immediate answers to it too. So I'll see how many I can.
Kind of cheating because come on. There we go. Come on, let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. 2-minute drill. I got to set the alarm here. Hold on.
All right.
Where's the alarm? Hold on a second. Here we go. Stop. Wow. All right, Laura. Here it is. 3, 2, 1, and favorite horror icon.
Jason.
Favorite slasher.
Psycho.
Weapon of choice.
Meat cleaver.
To remake or not to remake?
Never remake.
Dark alley in New York City. Who do you want to have your back?
Maniac Cop.
Oh.
Best horror personality.
Evil Ed from Fright Night.
80s or 90s horror?
80s all the way.
Favorite psychological horror movie?
Oh, gosh. Probably Psycho.
Favorite horror movie quote?
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Scariest horror movie you've seen?
Pretty Woman.
Best horror voice?
Vincent Price.
Finish the line. All work and no play.
Makes Jack a dull boy.
Favorite zombie flick?
Dawn of the Dead.
Universal monster of choice?
FM.
Wes Craven or John Carpenter?
Wes Craven. We'll get back to that at the end.
Favorite Halloween?
Halloween 4.
Favorite Nightmare on Elm?
Number 4.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. Favorite Friday the 13th.
4. Wow, that's weird.
Best horror movie score or theme.
Shining and Dawn of the Dead.
Oof. Most maniacal laugh award goes to
Ted DiBiase.
Oh, the ultimate scream queen.
There you go.
Ultimate what?
Scream queen.
Ellen Ripley. I know it's
Final girl of choice.
Ellen Ripley.
Horror movie crush.
Marilyn Munster.
No, right. You were right there, but we're gonna ask the last question. You almost a little over 2, but the last question: hard junk food of choice.
I would always go to the Dollar Tree and stuff Twizzlers in my pocket before I went to the theater. Because if not, I'm paying $9. I'm paying $9 at the theater now. As I got older and into film, I understand that that's how they stay in business. So I feel bad, but sorry, you know what happens if they dial back 40 minutes of the Army commercial, the Coca-Cola commercial, and trailers, and then by the time it starts, I don't even know what movie I'm watching. You know,
sitting in there for God knows how long before the movie actually starts, man.
If you're watching a 2-hour movie and they do that to you, you're in the movies for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Do you want to be there that long? You know?
That's good stuff, man. You got it, Loren. Almost. You were one off away from it from the time, but good stuff, my man. It's good.
I said I wanted to get back to one of those answers. You said Carpenter versus Wes Craven. I picked Wes Craven, but I'm going to let you know right now, I like John Carpenter a million times better. Here's why I have to pick Wes Craven, though. John Carpenter made Halloween. Sean S. Cunningham made Jason, and Wes Craven made Freddy. They're huge to all of us right here.
Yeah.
Wes Craven, though, in the 90s, horror was dead after Candyman. He made Scream.
Well,
so to me, Wes Craven's got 2 of the biggest icons in horror history, and that overrides John Carpenter. Although I'd rather watch Escape from L.A. and The Thing and They Live way more than a lot of the other Wes Craven movies. Like he made Shocker and a lot of other movies I don't care about. But I got to give him that he brought in 2 heavyweights. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I got to pick that over John Carpenter. I'm sure there's some thoughts on that, but I think everybody can understand where I'm coming from on that one at least.
No, 100%. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he reignited horror was
dead. Yeah, it was so dead. They were giving like Snoop Dogg and Bones and stuff. There was so many bad. You're like, this is bad.
I like that.
Yeah.
but it was bad because it plateaued. I really thought Candyman was the last rattle in 1991, and after that, you're just like, wow, was that like heavy metal? It was like Pantera and like Marilyn Manson were the only 2 carried the torch. I thought they took a nosedive too. I just thought Wes Craven with Scream. We all hold the first Scream like where it belongs. Like you're like, wow, and then came everything back. And also, what was cool about Scream was they're human. That's the reason I love Psycho so much. It's like it's a human being. Like anyone has a shot at beating you. Compared to, once you get your Jason.
But you know what? It really reignited like this horror craze, right?
To me, it never died down since Scream came out.
Well, yeah, it went through different transitions, and we had this whole paranormal phase, and
by then, the late 90s, but early 2000s, when the main reason Jimmy, you and I became friends, like that's when the conventions really kicked in. So there's never time off.
No,
there's never a time off. We're celebrating these things in every state, every week. Yeah. Really, if you had the money to, you could go to a convention every weekend across the world. There's always a convention.
And notice conventions. What do we have? Horror. Horror is the biggest thing going right now. It's been the biggest thing going. Of course, we have the Comic Cons, but horror conventions are everywhere. And the fan base is just so passionate.
You could go, as long as you go to a fair amount, like as long as you've like consistently go to a fair amount, you could go anywhere and know at least 10 people and know another 20 faces. Like, hey, there's that guy from that booth. And, like you never feel like, you're walking into a party and not knowing somebody.
Yeah.
That's true.
And let me tell you something, Jimmy. Let me say something. Comic-Con this year, New York Comic-Con, this year that just passed, they were diving into the horror genre. It was a horror-themed Comic-Con. So all of the cosplays, they heavily encouraged horror-themed cosplays. All of the merchandise, the T-shirts, everything was horror-based. So even Comic-Con, listen, like we've been saying on this show forever, since horror's been really big. Like you said, Loren, since Scream came out. Then you had the Splat Pack that came out in the early 2000s. Rob Zombie, Eli Roth, all of those guys. And then we got to the paranormal side of things, and it kind of slowed down again. Horror kind of slowed down until Get Out. It came out in 2027. That started things up again. So anyway, I say all of that to say this: the pandemic happened. You had the superhero craze, everything like that. Post-pandemic, 2022 Smile, The Black Phone. All these movies came out, and they have issued in a resurgence of horror. Horror is carrying the theatrical business right now. I went to the movie theater last week, and I went down one of the halls. And the movie theaters have they have all of the marquee posters. The whole hall was a hall of horror movies. I said, look at this shit. It was like 8 straight posters. Jimmy, I think I sent it to you. It was a literal hall of horrors. And I'm like, look at this. Look.
Swift, you're well right on that. And the reason they're doing that is, guess who are the last waking breath of people that have to see movies in the movie theater? Us. Yep, that's the reason they're fun. And you named a lot of good things. There's one other credit that a lot of people overlooked the last 10 or 15 years. And he's not a slasher guy, but he brought 7 or 8 characters to the horror community. I got to give that to James Wan, because you got your Annabelle, you got your Nun, The Conjuring. I mean, you could go on and on. Some are better than the others, but they're not slashers. But to me, like, I find a Nun way more terrifying, because it's like, well, how do you beat Supernatural? Or like, at least Jason and Freddy, you got like a shot at. Like, I can at least try to slow the guy down and get to a car and take off. But like the Nuns, it's like every time that those movies start, I'm like,
I think you went to Catholic school.
Yeah, but how do you stop that? You got to learn where the weakness is, and you got to survive that long enough. The Nuns, both of those movies made over $200 million.
Yeah, no, it's
and now the movie coming out this weekend by the same director, I forget his name. The Whistle, it's called Whistle.
Yes,
Whistle is coming out this Friday. The same director, he did The Nun. He did I think he did The Nun too.
Okay,
I forgot his name, but he sold that film to Shudder and IFC, and that movie's actually coming out Friday. So anybody that you like those movies, he has Whistle coming out, and it's starring Daphne Keane. She played X-23 in the Logan movies, and it has one of the girls for Yellow Jackets also. I'm sorry, forgive me for not memorizing their names, but that's coming out this weekend. That's coming out on Friday. It's called Whistle.
Swift, there's another banger coming out this weekend, man. Strangers Chapter 3. 3 times the shit. We're getting it this weekend. Okay, there's my review. 3 times the shit. Okay, yes, there it is.
I love The Strangers, but like I like the idea you didn't know who they were, and the more they keep digging into them, you're taking the mystique away. That's the thing that scares me about The Strangers. Like, sometimes you just don't. How cool is the first Strangers? You just didn't know who they were. They just showed up, hardly said anything, terrorized you, and they left. That is everybody. Where do you live somewhere? So that's what you don't want. If you live in a city, I don't think it's ever going to happen. If you live in the middle of nowhere or like the burbs, that's like a fear. Like someone just shows up and
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Also, why is this a dark romance? Like, why do I care that she has literally watched everyone die in front of her and now just wants to fuck the dude that did it? It is absolutely outside of the realm of reality for me to believe in shit. Like it's the equivalence of like when they started to try and push that Walking Dead show where Maggie was going to team up with Negan. And I'm like, brother, she literally watched this dude beat her baby daddy to death in front of her.
Turns him on. It turns him on, John.
She's not fucking turned on. That's what I'm fucking saying is like, why the fuck is this like it's so unrealistic and it's so outside of the realm of like if somebody was like, hey, we should team up and he had done that shit to me, I'd be like, yeah, absolutely. And I would murder him the second that he turned his back. Like what the fuck are we talking about?
John, I get totally where you're from. It's one of those things where I love The Walking Dead, and I loved how that series ended. I'm one of those people I stuck up for the last few seasons. Some people are like, "Oh, it's season this and season." I understand it's 11 seasons of zombies. It's hard to keep anyone's attention span on anything, but the fact of that last episode where it's like Negan was begging her for forgiveness, and then she says, "I can't," but was like somewhat of a respect of all the other stuff you've done, but like, I can't ever like you. All I do is see you hitting Glenn. And I understood the emotion of all that. And I was like, that's perfect. And then it's like, why are they together in this spinoff? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, John. I watched Dead City, but it was always been a little bit of like, why are these two hanging out? Like any of the other characters, like why are these two particularly hanging out? It threw me off. I'm with you on that.
Got rid of her problem.
Yeah, but also, the fact that they talked and not made up, but it was at least like air your grievances. You're going this way, I'm going that way, and now like we got a series over here now.
My baby daddy in front of me, like that's not a fucking grievance. Like that's my thing. Is like there's no like world where you're gonna create that those two things just happened together and we've made this rainbow story now.
And it's like they started
episode.
It was one of those like, is she going to kill him like every waking second for what she did, and she's mad again? It's like, well, the way the series ended, you weren't as mad. You learned. He kind of he helped you win the battle and all that. You're not going to like him. It's just kind of like someone on a sports team. Like, I'm going to play with you, but I don't like you. But like, so why are you wandering to New York City? I don't understand that. Together, like that's the part where it really throws me off. But I think The Walking Dead would have been stronger if it came back like 6 years after 8 years after. Like, we let the zombies rest a while. The fact that they just keep kicking the bucket down with series is a little bit of a. I'm following them. I like the Rick and Michonne one, but I understand people that need to get out of there. Hey, Ross. So everybody knows Ross is the other producer from Camera X.
Big Bond.
Hey, what's up, Ross Garachi? What's up?
Heavily appreciate you there, Ross. You did you helped out huge.
Yeah, this has been a hell of an episode today. Loren, I'm going to give you the floor right now. We're going to wrap it up here. Just anything that you want to, well, obviously Camera X, but anything else you want to plug or let the fans know, the floor is yours right now.
So I spoke with Jimmy J, not about a month or so ago, but I got a access to a theater near Hershey where I'm going to try to start bringing some events back. And so wouldn't mind, teaming up with Horror 365 and have some unique events at this theater. More details coming on that soon. Camera X right now is my main baby. This has been the subject of the night. It's free on Tubi. Just put in Camera X and please, if you like it, just share around, spread the word. It's all I ask. And for my other films, you could watch Pennsylvania Horrorcore free on YouTube. Pennsylvania Horrorcore like shows up on other, outlets and stuff, but like I can hardly get a hold of the guy that put it out. So I uploaded the director's upload on YouTube. I don't care if somebody downloads that and puts it on their page. I don't care. Call it a free public domain movie, but you can check that out. Pennsylvania Horrorcore on YouTube. Dark Military is also the first one is available on Tubi, Plex, and Sumo. And Dark Military 2, well, it's really just a side story. The next installment is free on YouTube under my under my YouTube channel, Average Superstar TV. if you want a whole year's worth of videos to watch, go to check out my page, Average Superstar TV. There's a lot between my wrestling eras, every interview, all my film events, anything I've ever touched is logged. It's very important that when someone's trying to sell yourself and get money for a film, you better have a presentation and your website better be updated. And if you have a YouTube channel, have everything that you stand by in an order and a good playlist so someone could check you out. Because otherwise, if you're just, hey, I'm handing you my card, my website's been out of date for 6 years and I can't find your content, it's like a job application. I'm shoving you at the bottom of the pile, man. I don't know you. But if you can show me everything you're doing and who you are, let's dance.
There it is.
Absolutely.
Give it up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
Lauren,
everybody.
thanks for coming on, bro.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, Lauren. Check him out. Mama Swift dropped the links over to Average Superstar TV. Lauren, we're going to get caught up. I'm going to give you a call sometime soon, man. I appreciate you taking the time for us.
All right, man. I thank all you guys for giving me your time. Thank you so much for letting me come on. John, feel free to review and link me up. All right?
Will do.
All right, boys.
All right, Lauren.
Good night.
Make sure IMDb review, guys. Lauren, IMDb review. Leave it. Honestly, go. I'm having too much fun with these damn cheer apps here. It just stopped. They just stopped.
Yeah, funny. That was awesome.
Good stuff, guys. I appreciate everybody here jumping in again. Another killer episode of Horror 365 Live. So we're going to do it again next week. And
thank you.
Go ahead.
Like, yes, please, everybody, if you're here, like, subscribe, comment in the comments. I know you guys are lighting up the live chat, but if you can comment, do that too. Share it as well. Share it to people that would like this type of content. And there you go. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Discord.
Share it. Fuck them. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
We got it preloaded that I never click on. We just verbalize. Shoot us an email while I'm run right here. So
it's an email.
Appreciate it.
Hit us in the Discord. Let's get this Discord popping. I'm sorry I haven't been in the Discord the past few days, but I know the Discord is alive and everything. Everybody, let's go in there and let's get this conversation started. We don't have to only talk here in the live chat. We could talk in the Discord. We rock out every day, all day, and talk about what's going on and talk about horror. We got all of not all, but we regularly update the film trailers, like the teasers and trailers. I know I try to do teasers when I put stuff in there. I try to put teasers. I don't like trailers, but go in there and let's watch these things. Let's talk about it.
I appreciate it, man. Everybody jumping in here. Swift, good stuff. John, Killer B, I appreciate you guys over here. So next week we're gonna be coming back with. There's one more thing. You keep giving me the one, Swift. What is it?
Yeah. Wait, listen. What is a show with Killer B without some drama? Killer B, I gotta know real quick. What do you think about horror in the 90s? Yeah, listen, horror in the 90s. What's your take on that, real quick?
In the 90s?
The complete decade of the 90s, yeah.
I would say he loves that shit.
I love parts of the 90s. I mean, everybody knows that, the middle-ish of the 90s, horror was really dead. And then, late 90s is when, when Scream came out, it just went boom again. And, we got a lot of films that you haven't seen, Swift.
Yeah. A lot that I haven't seen. Yeah, he put me on blast. Look, I put Killer B on blast, so he got me back. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I gotta watch some of these things, man. You gotta put me on, and I want to watch these things and talk to you about it. But what do you guys got going on over there at the Killer Point of View podcast?
So our new episode is coming out next week. We haven't put out an episode since December. Been taking a little bit of a break. Had some personal things going on, but I am back.
Let's get it going.
lot of content gonna be coming out. Yeah, our next episode next week is The Shining. It's our Valentine's Day episode. We're talking about the movie as if it's a twisted love story. It's different. It's different for sure.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's a good conversation.
And you guys are gonna, yeah, you guys are gonna check that out where you listen to your audio podcast. You're gonna, or is this on Spotify, Apple Music, or is this gonna be on YouTube?
It will be on YouTube, but it'll just be audio. We do have some video coming later this month on YouTube. Actually, we have four shows coming on YouTube this month with some other people as well. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm back to being me. You know,
hey, listen,
100 fucking different ideas every day.
We got
there you go.
Let's go. Why did you stop mid applause?
There you go. And that's awesome. Glad to hear that. Now, John, I know Under the Floorboards also had their return. What's up with that? Talk to us.
Yeah, we just came back. We are dropping 2 episodes this week. We just dropped interview with Shiver Slaying All Night, some of the cast and crew from that. And Eric and I are dropping some of our more classic content now too. We're trying to move focus back to that for doing like more of our comedic reviews. So we're doing The Boy Behind the Door. That episode is fucking awesome. I have been editing so much of our shit. Like we're about to be like 4 weeks ahead of what we're doing.
Wow.
Which is I'm glad Pam approves. Also, we're gonna be moving into some more shit this year. Also, like just quick plug for the award show. If you are a filmmaker that has a film coming out this year, even if it is not going on to a platform, we are like our list is already really long, but we're trying to make it bigger and bigger every year. So if you have a film that you want us to check out, even if it doesn't make the cut, it's always in consideration. That's a cool thing to do. But I'm also very excited to stretch my legs a little bit in our Hating the Haters series, which is about to go back in full force. If anyone has listened to that before, that's where like I get to just talk shit on an unhinged level about stupid people and their stupid fucking reviews of movies that are good. So
yeah,
I mean, so normal, John. So,
and honestly, we're gonna be doing some games this year too. So if you want me to defend a movie that is not Eli Roth, because I don't defend Zionists, but
I'm getting them on. We're gonna have a showdown.
I would love for you to get Eli Roth. You have no idea how much I would love to talk to him. That dude cares more about sharks in the ocean than children. So I will talk to him in a fucking heartbeat.
Oh boy.
That'll be some good entertainment.
He's gonna be upset. This is the shark skin blazer, baby. We got anyway.
It's Shark Boy and Eli Roth. So.
Oh goodness.
But in all seriousness, we're super back. We're having a lot of fun, and we're just trying to have a really big year this year, and hopefully we've already done a bunch of pre-screeners, and hopefully we're about to bring some attention to some really cool fucking films. We've watched some really good ones this year. And actually, just real quick, it is available to watch, I think, on Amazon now. Axes and O's. So you got Brandon Crumb as the slasher from Wolf Hollow. And some a lot of girls that I haven't seen before, like Laura Schwimmer, and I cannot remember the other girl's name right now, but it is a Valentine's Day slasher, and it's got some really good twists and turns in it. There is a balance between CGI and practical effects that not everybody's gonna love.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that now. I liked it because I thought the CGI kind of opened up some really cool transitions in the film, like between different scenes and stuff like that. But it is definitely worth watching. It is super funny. It is super gory, and it's a really fun film. So X's and O's, if you have the chance to check it out.
X's and O's. Sounds good. Sounds amazing. I wrote it down. I added it to the list. I want to check that out. That's awesome. Real quick, I want to shout out some other Fear Circuit family members over here. Check out Horror Flick Chicks tomorrow night, 7 p.m. live on Instagram Live, and it's their HFC live show every Thursday night. Did I say Saturday? I don't know. I'm bugging over here.
Thursday.
Thursday night. Okay.
You're
all right,
tripping.
cool.
Right,
so 7 p.m. Yeah, 7 p.m. every Thursday night. Horror Flick HFC Live, Horror Flick Chicks. Check them out. On Friday, check out Killer B. I don't know if you're gonna be there this Friday, but you got the 6 weeks of Scream, hosted by the slasher queen herself, Melissa Simon. She's in the chat. Killer B is a regular on there. Are you gonna be on there this weekend? Are you gonna be on there this Friday? Yeah, Friday at 8 p.m. They're discussing Scream 4. Yeah, they're discussing the whole Scream franchise. Every Friday night they're going in order. They're up to Scream 4 this weekend. So check them out on Instagram Live as well. Slasher Queen, Melissa Simon. Check them out. It's a lot of fun. And they're building up to go to Scream 7. So check that out. And then this Saturday night, Our Life of Horror. Fellow Fear Circuit family members, Our Life of Horror, they're gonna have their award show, the Screamies. And they worked really hard on it. You know, Brendan and Sam worked really hard on it. And they got together with Bo from Critic After Dark and Sean from Sean's Horror Corner. They got together to do this show, and they put a lot of work into it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And that's this Saturday on YouTube on Our Life of Horror's channel. So make sure you go watch that, check that out, watch it live. Sound off in the chat, you know. And but you know, every time you guys every time people are live and you interact in the chat, you know, it does something for the people behind the camera, the people in front of the camera, I should say. It does something. It energizes you. It makes you perform better. It's like a drug, you know. So we always appreciate the engagement and stuff like that, you know. Yeah. So check them out. Our Life of Horror, Critic After Dark, Sean's Horror Corner, the collaboration for the Screamies 2025. Well, it's the 2026 edition, but it's the films for 2025. It's going to be a lot of fun. This Saturday night, they put a lot of work into it, so check them out. Saturday night. And anything else, Jim?
Man, I got to tell you, you Swift, okay, amazing. Thank you so much for plugging everything like that, because you know me, I forget to plug our own shit. So I want to thank you for doing that for the people that we love, everybody that is part of the Fear Circuit, even outside of the Fear Circuit, some other content creators, Slasher Radio, you know, Mikey Bones and them.
Slasher Radio, shout out.
Hell yeah, man. You know, Killer B, Killer Point of View Network, John Under the Floorboards. You mentioned them all, Swift. Terrific podcast, Brendan. He was on here. I think a couple weeks back.
Brandon's the man. Yeah.
You know, we had Horror Flick Chicks and Our Life in Horror. Just so many great content creators. A
and B horror movies. Aaron, Big Aaron. You know?
Enforcer. Come on, man.
Open and Kill podcast. Hungry for Horror. Matt Griffin, man, we miss you. We hope everything's going good, man.
So just people out here doing their thing and spreading some horrific love to everybody out here. Thank you, Swift, for that, because a lot of great things coming up, content, and please support all of these creators, because as human beings, they're fucking amazing. But as creators, they're just like right there on that level, man. It's just that you all bring something different to the table, have your own flair to it, and it's really good, such good shit. As honestly, all jokes aside, man, it really is. It's quality.
That's good shit.
I catch things. I usually catch replays of everything because I'm bad with that. I'm bad with like when it's going on, because I'm always doing 1,000 things. But I do catch the replays. I do listen. I do watch. Easier, obviously, to listen for somebody like myself, but I catch it, and you guys are just killing it, man. Everybody out there. So thank you for doing what you do. And Swift, thank you for doing what you do, man, and always remembering to help plug and all the people that we love. So appreciate it. Let's get it rock and roll, guys. Next week we're coming back with, I believe, off the top of my head, it is My Bloody Valentine and Four Eyes. And we have who's for us next week?
Carol on air from she's a radio personality from upstate New York, Syracuse. Carol on air is going to be here, talk all about horror with us. He's a big horror fan. He's on the radio, rock it out, and it's going to be a great time. Come join us next week. Let's go.
Carol on air. We're going to see you next week. Thank you for celebrating 365.
I'll see you soon.